Welcome to our latest session of Primus. This is not quite the 50th episode. This is actually the 49th episode. But I had the idea now, and I spent the work today while I was working on my ruminations, getting everything set up. So I decided I'd go ahead and try it out now. For those of you at home, you can obviously tell the differences. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback on what you think. Too loud, too soft, too much, whatever, let me know. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, great. I tried to pick a very specific selection of music so it'll be unobtrusive and kind of more atmospheric kind of thing. I'm not going to try to match music to the scene. That would require editing and a colossal amount of time, so we're not even going to try that. So let me know what you guys think back at home once we get there. Obviously, this episode won't go live for a bit, so we won't hear feedback for a bit, but, whatever. So when we last left the party, we had a situation where there were 3 people who had just obliterated a unusual boat in the Bay of Iraq, and there's all these, just the troops are everywhere, and they're like, oh my god, what happened? And they're trying to figure it out, and the party's just standing there like, oh, it wasn't us, we swear. Right about this time, the guards rush up and say, stop, evildoer! And
I'll pay the fine.
You should have paid the fine. I can't do his voice. He's perfect at it. No. No, they actually, several of the black striped large mechanical men walk over, and they gesture at the 3 of you, and then they do make like a beckoning gesture, and then they turn around and start to leave.
I guess.
I think they want us to follow them.
I think so too.
Pretty sure that's what's going on.
They
I
can
see no
communicate.
reason not to.
Okay.
I guess they'll follow. But I'll keep an eye out just to make sure we're not walking into some, flanking firing line or something.
As you're walking through a narrow corridor with large buildings on either side with lots of rooftops and murder holes everywhere on either side.
Those aren't just a bunch of poles sticking through windows.
But no, seriously though, you follow them. They head you back towards a building adjacent to the Central Capital Chambers, where there is a bandling woman that Snarg will recognize, and Z should also recognize, and Guido has no idea who this person is. It is Lunasa of Seeker. She is the Prime Minister, former whatever of the used to be Navarra Confederacy, and she's just sitting there patiently waiting. She said, "Oh, excellent! I was waiting for you. Please have a seat."
Oh, I kind of hear a glance like, should I say that I recognize you, or
That's up to you. She does not acknowledge
well,
Snark at all.
she's a pretty big public figure though, right?
Sort of. She's like a middling.
It would not be
public
unusual
figure.
for somebody to know who she was.
That's true. It would not be completely out of bounds. No.
All right. Yo.
You're seeing ahead of state. Yo.
Well, former head of state. She doesn't have any power anymore.
Oh, that's true. Well, no, she never had power. Actually, was the whole point. She was always a figurehead. So yeah, she. Please be seated. She gives a slight nod towards Snarg in response to his yo. Slight nod. That's bothering me. Can I fix that?
All right.
I can. There we go.
Well, assuming that there are seats here, we'll go ahead and plop down to one.
There are several seats. They're very comfortable.
Guido, you take the big one.
I'm going to stand behind Z.
Oh.
Z, are you sitting?
I'm standing next to Snarg.
So, Snarg, you're the only one sitting. Now, she is going to automatically assume that Snarg is the head of this group, based on this, and direct most of her attention to him.
This always works out.
Well, I look like I'm about 7 years old right now, so...
Oh, you're in that form. That's right. That's right. That's
I don't mean to
right.
be rude, but you have a towel. I'm probably soaking wet right now.
Oh, no, on the way there... I'm sorry, I actually forgot about this. On the way in, you went through a little ceremony to get you prepped for visiting the person, and they basically blow dried you off, and then your hair was like super fluffy in all directions. But then they came in and they got combs and they combed it down. They got a straightener iron. There we go.
We went through a car wash.
Yep.
It's so fluffy.
Guido, of
Sorry.
course, still refuses to get out of his armor. So what they did was they just like surrounded him with fans so that the ambient pressure would evaporate all the water that was in and on him.
Yeah.
And Z's a kid, so she's actually in a towel still.
It's
No, I
amazing.
didn't
He
have
actually
any
has
water
like
on
little,
Oh, that's
I don't know what
true.
you call them, little grease valves where you just go dick, dick, and grease the armor from the outside.
Yep, he's got a few of those. So she directs her attention to Snarg, and she says, "Mr. Wildpaw, I hope that in the future, anytime you wish to interact with one of our military vessels in such a unique fashion, you at least have the courtesy to consider asking us before you destroy one of our ships.
Huh?
Don't deny it. We have at least a few hundred witnesses, and the reports from the boat itself.
It was an accident.
It was an accident.
Yeah.
So let me just retrace here. So you got out of the boat and you sailed straight towards it with clear, deliberate intent, which triggered the automatic defenses. And when you were hit by those, you immediately decided to retaliate, which admittedly I'm with that. And then you decided to infiltrate it inside and destroy it from within.
Okay. We were just trying to go upstairs.
Why?
Well, we couldn't find anyone downstairs.
I see. In the future, perhaps you would like to avoid such misunderstandings. Now, I am willing to overlook this, as are my benefactors. But I think we need to go ahead and move forward if we're going to have some kind of a working relationship together, Mr. Wildpaw. Now, since
All
you are
right.
clearly the leader of this particular assemblage... Actually, one moment. Where is the orc woman who was with you?
Gone.
By the way, you're going to have to roll deception for that.
Let me get dice.
Dice in a D&D game?
Yes, hang on.
My
They're
God.
right over here.
My camera might disappear momentarily. I'm trying to change the resolution.
Okay.
What do you think, Kitty?
Guido is now just the abyss. Very appropriate, actually.
Oh, he's gone too.
Yes, Guido. So you don't have to roll for him being gone.
All right. Let's see. What is my deception? I don't even know.
Now what hers is.
Oh, well,
Can I
okay.
assist?
And no. Like normally I would be cool with that because just standard rules, but I'm not sure how a kid standing next to the Wildpaw is going to assist him in lying effectively. Like if you could come up with a way, I'm all
at
ears.
this point, I'm kind of just doing it because you're supposed to do it.
I could be like, are you talking about that lady that sank to the bottom?
Oh.
All right, sure, I'll let you assist. So roll, you succeed because you have a billion and the DC is like 15.
Never mind. I have that in just my
Hey, I could make a 15.
So she successfully assists you, so you now have a +2, Snarg.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Well,
Weirdness over on Guido's reality over there. Guido, you could also try to assist.
uh-oh.
If you'd like to.
With what?
With Intimidate.
because you're
That's
big.
my only choice.
You can lie if you want to.
I don't know
I
how
mean,
good you are at
what's-
lying.
Wait.
Your options are Deception or Intimidate.
Oh, my intimidate's much higher.
No, not you, Snarg. His options are Deception or Intimidate. You're lying.
I'm gonna go with deception.
Okay, roll it up. You have to beat a 15 to add or +2 to him.
Natural 20.
Okay, well now that that's
And
blown.
I got a 6 on the D6.
Oh my god.
I just like that everybody's saying there, I'm going to assist him with this huge number, and I just rolled something really low.
Well, so you
I
have
didn't
a
even have to.
you have
That
a
is a total.
+4. Don't forget.
This is with the +4. A total.
I
of
think
an
he should
18.
get the +6 from Guido's thing because Guido never rolls good numbers.
You know what? I'll allow that. So
21
total
total
with +6.
with +6.
Okay, so she raises an eyebrow at you, just
She
like
could roll one.
I've already rolled. I rolled my thing while you guys are figuring out assist. So she raises an eyebrow, doesn't comment on it, but she looks at you for a moment and says, one thing I've noticed is that there's, I've pulled up some records, if you'll forgive me here.
Okay.
So I've been looking over these, and, sis, I'm sorry, what's your name again? Keitha of...
Keitha is not my name.
I know, but
Keitha is.
the orc. I need the orc name real quick.
Hold on, I'm getting over to where I have it. They're in my bag. I have to scroll down.
They're
And
in
I
my,
don't have
I
a
put all my names in my bag to make sure I don't lose them.
Keitha of Storm Reaver.
I have some notes here on a Keitha, a Storm Reaver. She's actually got quite a bit of a detailed background, history, rankings, all this stuff. The really weird thing, though, is every report we were able to find about her indicated that she's never at home in her supposed holdings, but someone else is. And strangely enough, she only started existing pretty recently, relatively speaking. No records actually go back prior to that if we date them. There's another interesting person in here, a Zerial of Whisperwind, who was a member of the Order and just kind of stopped being a member of the Order at some point in time. We actually contacted the Order about her. We weren't able to find much. There's very scarce information about her. And then there's another person, and she's going to go down the list a bit. And Z, you recognize several of your aliases
Okay.
as she's going down the list. And it's just strange because all of this, seems to indicate that none of these people actually exist, including Zerial, by the way. I want to mention that out of character. None of these people actually exist. So this is the report I'm forced to file to my benefactors, is that the person who showed up, who is no longer here, except obviously never was here, is someone who doesn't actually exist. So I'm curious, especially since several of these aliases are almost always seen in the presence of one Snarg of Wildpaw, a Knoll of your exact description, and one Guido of Granderholm, a Lugian of your rather extensive and murderous, if I might add, description. Speaking of which, while I'm on the notes here, so I also noticed that apparently there was a Lugian, a desolate Lugian, if you'd believe it, based on reports at least. We're not sure, that's secondhand information, that actually murdered an innocent worker who was working on a Valsenball
Several
arena.
innocent workers. Her reports wrong.
Are you saying that out loud?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Her
I'm not.
reports are deliberately wrong, by the way. I just pointed that
know,
out.
I'm
This
just
isn't me
laughing out of
screwing up.
character.
This is just... So yeah, there was a worker, and he was murdered by this gentleman. It's such a strange thing, since according to our records, which are much more extensive about him, he was apparently what do they call them? Those people who work on the rail thing that the Lugians invented. I can't even think of the name of that damn thing. I've never ridden it myself. I prefer airship travel if I can. But he was one of the workers on those. He was a paladin of life, no less, and yet he would just so abstractly murder some. And there's another weird note here. Did you know that this Mr. of Wildpaw was actually found sneaking into the council chambers in Holtberg during an emergency session?
He sounds very talented.
He is extremely talented. Apparently, to pull that off is incredible. That would clearly require multiple 20s in a row. And that is statistically unlikely.
Is that how she phrased that?
She's not going to pull...
Please let that actually be how she phrased that.
The odds of that are like 5% multiple times in a row. There, how's that?
Nobody ever told me the odds. So.
It's just, I'm really interested by these. And then I've got page after page. There's some other person who's also attached with these names, which I would love to talk to you about. Zeiss of Dreamseeker. I don't know if you ever heard of that name.
Thought he was dead.
Dead? Why would you think he's dead? Although, of course, you are confirming that you know him, so thank you for not trying to lie to me again.
So, I'm going to just high enough that you can hear it, but under my breath.
Mm-hmm.
Filing that report's going to be awkward.
So yeah, so she's looking over and it's like, yeah, so there's this nice individual, very strange person. We have some people concerned about him, but I suppose I'm
Can
getting
I
ahead of
roll
myself.
deception for how I'm appearing?
Yes, you may. What are you trying to
This
present
whole
yourself
time
as?
I'm just sitting here. I just want to sit here and look very confused and innocent and childly.
Okay, yeah, I'll allow that. I will allow a way in which she will misinterpret your existence, if you succeed.
Okay.
I suppose I should roll too.
Not a bad roll. And it's a 35.
Wow. Okay. Um,
I'm not saying anything.
You know, I got that. It's your demeanor. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's going over her flaws.
And
and
I'm, you know, kind of a little scared.
This is going to be funny because you succeeded. So,
Yay.
by the in character now. By the way, you can get rid of the decoy. I don't know how much you paid that kid to be in here and pretend to be all scared and all part of this, but get rid of him. Guards. Unless you protest, Zariel is getting escorted out of the room and told to go play.
Oh, she's fine. Can I see? Can I see it real quick? I want to read it.
The report.
You
He's
just like,
talking
skimmed
about
over
the
my session.
Well, all right. Let's go look at. So it seems here. Let's see here, Mr. Wildpaw. You also apparently had an interim, a run-in with a train, which is a little bit unusual. You've succeeded at several trials. Very good. I've never actually taken a trial. Was it okay? Was it? I mean, how was it?
Terrible.
Terrible. Why do so many people revere that kind of? You know what? I don't care. I'm not an. I'm I'm into facts. Let's get back to work. Let's see. What else have you done? Is this lots of people dead? Pretty good at tracking. You're a geomancer. Interesting. Oh, of course. And right here on the bottom. Forgive me. I kind of skimmed over this because it seemed so apparent. Your obvious fighting prowess for successfully winning the arena tournament. Completely not rigged, of course. The only way anyone could ever possibly think you had rigged the victory was that if you had actually fought someone you knew personally and were well documented as having a long-standing professional relationship with.
Guido, you want to say anything to that?
She's not going to add anything else to that if you're not. But
I'm pretty sure the champion wasn't me.
no, the champion was Snarg.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you mean before that? You? Yeah, no, it was the.
Yeah.
It was Relin. Yeah, idiot.
Relin.
Right.
Yeah.
So
He knew Relin. He
Yeah.
worked with him before on that one.
I was actually going to
Oh.
segue into that, but yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Snarg, this is a good point at which you can point out that Relin had been an active slice.
Lace.
Thank you. Had been an active slice user even when you knew him before and was refusing to seek treatment.
You don't have to.
Because Rinthka deliberately tried to force him into seeking treatment,
I remember that. Yeah, right before he left the party because he's an idiot.
which is probably why he left the party.
Yeah, in character.
Yeah.
We'll use that as the in character excuse. Up to you, Snarg. You don't have to respond like that if you don't want to.
you had to go snort some slice.
But he was a
that's not
user of
responsible.
Lay Slice. So where was? Oh, right. So okay. So sorry, had a bit of
And
interruption.
by the way, Magus, remember we decided Zariel's home address doesn't actually exist.
yes,
Like there's
I know.
no there's
I know.
like an office
Yep.
building.
Yep.
Okay. I thought she said that the Zariel was never there and someone else was.
Yep.
But it's not a house. It's
What?
a business. No, her report's wrong.
I have not made any mistakes so far as the GM.
Okay. I was just curious.
So I was looking at Wildpaw. So Mr. Wildpaw, you completed a thing. You scammed the arena, won the arena. Forgive me. What else have you done, Mr. Wildpaw? You That's right. And she like pulls out this really big envelope in the other envelope, and it's an entire envelope. And if you care to look at it, there's a creeper sitting on Guido's shoulder. There's if you care to look at it. It actually
This is what caused the catastrophe in Olivia.
no, not that one. It's actually in Recruitment, the facility with the show researchers.
Oh.
Oh, shoot, I lost the map. I must have closed the map. Hang on. I knew this town that's in. Yeah, Buridpur. I was right. It's labeled Buridpur Facility Incident. There's one other thing that's attached to Mr. of Wildpaw. And then she trails off after the She just goes ahead and puts it down on the table and then puts the rest of her notes down. Folds her hands.
All right.
Zariel, meanwhile, you have found a bunch of other kids playing with some balloons outside. I'm kidding.
Yay.
You're actually under martial law, so you are ushered into an orphanage.
Yeah.
They are currently playing a card game called Magic the Gathering. It's this brand new card game that I legitimately have entered into Primus because Zeiss has been playing it up in Alluvia.
Draw a bunch of cards and gather them up.
I'm dead serious. This is actually a thing.
Can I have a like commemorative Valsenball themed deck?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes,
There are
hold on,
Valsenball
let me add
cards
it to
and
my
everything.
character sheet.
Okay, so you'll have to buy
So I'm
it,
gonna play.
but it'll be like copper. So you got that. It'll be like 30 copper.
The richest orphan ever.
Zeiss is playing a black deck, for those of you who know what that means.
Yeah.
A Valsenball deck, that'd be what? Artifact and elves?
I was thinking blue, personally.
How do you spell
Lots of
Valsenball?
affecting. Valcin. Ball.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's not
yeah.
nice.
Because, blue has lots of
Affecting
effects and stuff, and changing the
Yep, yep.
rules, so that's
And like
what
there are
I'm saying.
different there are some artifacts in it too.
Yeah,
because the
yeah.
balls
'Cause
are
it's-
all artifacts.
exactly, so-
And then the players are all characters with special things. I
Mm-hmm.
am totally gonna kick these kids' asses.
I was going to say, these are literally kids. They're just like, okay, oh, hang on.
Z's eyes light up. When
How
she
much
sees them,
mana
and she's
does I
just
have?
like,
Okay, so if I do...
What
Meanwhile,
does it mean to tap something?
so back in the thick of it.
I
So
opened your letter.
So she leans back a bit and says, I have to be honest. My new benefactors have insisted that we stop with the political sissy-footing a little bit.
sweet.
Not really the kind of thing I'm used to. It was basically the entirety of my job once upon a time. However, in the interests of expediency, they want to hire you. Yes or no?
That depends on what it is.
I don't understand the question, sir.
What do you want me to do? Sorry, I'm not there.
You're not there. You're off playing Magic and crushing some 5-year-olds and 8-year-olds and 12-year-olds' dreams.
No. I'm gonna.
They're like, oh, wait. Hey, Guido. I think this is one of those places where they're giving you a choice, but you don't actually have a choice.
Hey,
Well,
Guido,
ironically, your
Hey, Guido.
teleporter is in the other room now.
You should try to teleport.
So I was gonna say, if you teleport now, I'm gonna have to find a few images to change the background because everything's gonna go tipsy turvy very quickly.
Wait, no. You see, what I should do is grab onto her and teleport.
Oh God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Have you seen that portal video where somebody smashed two portals together?
Yes, I've seen that.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Hey guys, can I make a I'm not there suggestion?
Okay.
If you do this, you should say, if you say yes, you should say only if Zariel gets to come too.
Ooh, okay. I know how she'll respond to that.
Or only if Z gets to come too. Don't say Zariel. Because that's not what you call me.
All right, potentially, but we have one more member of the team that we'd have to include in it.
It's not a chewable. I've been lied to.
No,
It literally says
you're
chewable
supposed to suck on it.
right here. It says chewable right there.
Yeah,
It has
Magus.
lied to me.
It's a hard Jolly Ranchers are hard candy.
But it says chewable on the wrapper.
Yeah, if you want to cement your teeth together. No, you would go.
Oh, okay. That sounds like
It's-
what I'm gonna do. That's a good plan. Okay, so
It's
Especially
chewable,
with your back
like a
teeth.
jawbreaker isn't.
so so you. I'm sorry, Snark. Did you actually say the Z thing? Yes, you did. You said the third person.
yeah.
Okay. Oh yes, of course. Your partner, who definitely exists.
Yep.
I don't care who you bring with you as long as you're doing your jobs properly.
So we're gonna get to meet your benefactor.
I suppose that would depend on your performance. I will be your immediate, I suppose the word would be handler. The person who would be receiving your reports, giving you missions, that sort of a thing. Don't worry, I'm not trying to treat you. And she's actually going to roll diplomacy here.
Oh,
She rolls really high. She gets a 28.
Hey, Magus.
Uh,
I'm going to do something awesome for these. Well, first of all, are any of these kids desolate?
let's roll for it.
it actually says desolate orphanage on the outside.
So it's
No.
on fire right now?
The building down.
Well, the desolate's crossed out, so
Oh, okay. Used to be. Now it's fine. Oh, wow. Okay, there are 2 desolate
Okay.
children there.
I am going to befriend those two. If I need to roll for it, I will.
I'll
But
see you
I
do it, go for
have
it.
I have a airtight bag with 60 crumpets and a silver Oldroy fruit, as well as an eternal crumpet.
I remember that. Okay. Well, those
I'm
2
sharing.
kids are actually not playing MTG because no one would give them any cards.
Of course.
They're over in the corner, just sitting there looking miserable.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to distract the 2 kids, or the kids that I'm playing with the crumpets. The 60 normal crumpets.
No. These are
And
so
while-
good. No.
While they're devouring them, I'm going to go get the other 2, and I'm taking them to my ship.
Okay.
Okay?
Done. I'm not going to make you go through any of the logistics of that because that's just an
Awesome.
awesome idea.
I am saving these 2 desolate children.
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna be an airship captain when I grow up.
Pretty much.
Just like Guido.
Should we
God.
not kill people again?
Yeah.
With
Where's
a
the rib
wrench.
cage? Where's the rib cage? Okay, so. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. You don't use the ribcage as the weapon.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Granadol. I'm sorry. Okay, so how do I blow up the airship in the middle of town? I'm trying to get it to work. It's not. I'm sorry.
You have to buy a defibrillator.
Oh, what's a defibrillator?
God.
These kids
So
are about
I-
8 years old, by the way, sis. If you want to know
Okay.
that,
I look younger than them, by the way,
I figured.
in my child form.
What's up, Guido?
So this is funny. So I just walk up to them. Hi. Come with me.
We're going to desolate
Sure.
Hogwarts.
You're a wizard, Harry.
So I rolled a 33 on diplomacy.
Okay.
If you were wanting any kind of interaction with
I-
her diplomacy.
Yes, absolutely. Snarg, would you like to
Oh,
attempt
yes.
to resist her diplomacy?
Yes. All right, I got 19.
Okay, so Snarg, you are swayed by the words I'm about to say. Guido, you're like, whatever. So what she says is, of course, I don't want to try and imply that you aren't providing a valuable service. I don't want to make it seem like you're some mean grunts or trench people. No. What we want is people of skill and power and a great deal of positioning who can be used as the most powerful and how did they phrase it to me? And she pauses for a moment, and you get the impression that she's not that smart. And she's trying really hard to appear smart. And as she goes sitting there, what she's actually doing is she's trying to remember how she was briefed by her superiors to talk to you.
So she's that thing where she's deliberately speaking slowly. And
Yeah,
stuff.
she's doing so she's like, okay, so people like you can accomplish things, People like us can provide you with things. It's a natural relationship between the two. So resources, goods, money, supplies, material, personnel, we can provide that if you can provide the things that we can't do by ourselves or without an army of Tuskers. And she drops that like it's some big thing. And maybe it is or not, but, you know.
Anyway.
So, Max,
Well, that's like double the stuff we've already got.
What's up, sis?
just so I'm not. My point is, I'm taking these two desolate kids, but I'm not like abandoning the other orphans because that's not how Z works.
Okay.
I'm leaving some money there for them. And I also, because, yeah, can I leave my turnip of mass destruction there?
Yes, you may. If you really want to.
Is
No
this going
other
to-
turnips
is this
will ever
going to-
arrive at that orphanage again. There will be carts bringing turnips, and the carts that will then be empty.
Good. Yeah. And how well funded does this little orphanage look?
It's not bad, actually. It's pretty decent. So the only two kids that were in any level of squalor were the two desolate children. Everyone else is well dressed, obviously taken care of, meat and fat on their bones.
So
Their hair's
clearly,
taken care of.
and the facilities look well maintained and everything.
It's the right
so they don't
temperature.
really need money.
And, yeah, they're fine.
Okay, I'm not leaving any money then, but I am leaving that turnip of mass destruction.
They will never eat turnips again. Does it say the radius? Because I
200-yard radius.
200-yard radius. There you go.
Big enough to encompass the building and probably,
And probably a
every
few
building
nearby
around
ones.
them.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know what buildings were around them, but hopefully they're all residential. Because the kids living there will be extremely happy.
Yes. All right. So, meanwhile, back at the negotiation.
Oh, as I was saying, that's a lot of stuff considering. Actually, did she mention Blood Fox at all during the whole?
Let me think about that.
'Cause I
Actually,
didn't hear you say it. That doesn't mean that she didn't, though.
let me think about that because, see, the thing is, okay, if I'm not getting this across, she has access to a great and an incredible spy network, but she's an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and say no, she didn't mention the Blood Fox.
Probably
Sure.
because she forgot the name.
Yes.
And she
Oh,
didn't want to
perfect.
sound like an idiot saying mercenary group
The-
thingy.
Mercenary Company MP.
Oh, well, you see, we this sounds so weird saying this, but we actually have an accountant for all this kind of stuff.
Do you have an account?
Yeah, here, hang on. Pull out one of those many flyers that I have to pass out all the time to explain what this is.
And you just have all of those on you too, because
Yep.
you
It
already
is
have
bad.
Forever Go.
It's got, and we roll like super well to make these at Danby's. Like it's
That's
kind of
true.
new, but it's this is who you go through if you're hiring us for missions and whatnot.
This is some nice font.
I know. They I wanted to use wingwings, but they convinced me to use something else.
So, is this a no then?
Well, I mean, we're always up for hire, so if you've got a mission for Blood Fox, then
Okay, we would like to hire your entire organization forever.
well, I don't know about forever. We'll work out what's that thing? Oh yeah,
Contract?
yeah. No, I didn't make that all official and stuff. I don't actually deal with that kind of stuff. I have to put it through the lawyers, and
Actually, the lawyers all committed suicide, so
oh, okay,
We have to make sure it goes through the proper channels.
all right. This is what I've been instructed to tell everyone.
I see. Very well. I suppose you're free to go then.
All right. So, now, if you have anything you want me to take back and let them look over, then I can go ahead and take it right now.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right. Oh, see ya.
Okay. So, you leave without incident?
Mm-hmm.
Roll into it.
All right. Where is into it?
It's your highest stat bonus. Your highest
Oh,
modifier.
that's right. It's that thing. We haven't used that in a while.
Yes. I keep it there because every now and again it's useful.
I intuit with my muscles. 21.
Okay, not bad. Guido, you may roll as well if you'd like to.
It's right there. It's under my move speed.
22.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I'm going to say each of you get a little bit of out of that meeting. Snarg, as you're thinking about it, you're like, that she at the end there, she capitulated way too easy and has no, and clearly is like, you're all going to screw off, so she's probably going to try and retaliate in some way. Guido, you intuit that since she knows where Fox Ridge is and she wants to hire you guys, not Fox Ridge, she's probably going to attack Fox Ridge. You have no idea where Z went. Z is gone forever.
I don't see any flames, so I don't know where she is.
Are you carrying any turnips on you?
No.
Suddenly there's turnips in your bag. But as you walk along, they vanish.
Oh. I have no idea what this means.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
So
Wait,
I'm going to turn to
Guido,
Snarg.
Huddle down. Huddle down.
So, yeah, as we're walking away and we're at a, I'll say, safe distance, I'm going to turn to Snarg and say, do you have any way of contacting Fox Ridge?
There's a way I've been working on for long distance elemental communication, and I think I got it down. If not, we'll
I
just go
would
ask
recommend. I don't. I believe they may be in danger of an attack.
I think they're that stupid.
No. I think they're that desperate.
Well, yeah, there's nothing they could get there. I mean,
Well, so you heard the reports that she was reading off.
yeah.
How accurate were those?
I mean, they kind of downplayed. It wasn't that great. I mean,
Right.
you could have asked somebody who was there, and they would say the same thing.
Right. So how much information do they have on Fox Ridge?
Probably not a lot, since she seemed kind of surprised when I actually brought it up. Oh wait, I get you're saying. They're gonna have no idea what they're in for. Yeah,
So
that's might be fun.
I mean,
Well, this might be a good way to deter all those Tuskers from pillaging or raising all those cities on the way too, right?
if nothing else, it would not be a bad idea to make sure that they are anticipating a potential attack, whether or not there actually is one.
Oh yeah. Right. Well,
So
we need to find some water.
Right about this point, Z shows up because I'm tired of her not being there.
Okay. Oh, hello.
Hi.
She comes out of an alleyway, literally. Just, hey guys. In whatever
Hello,
form she
agents.
prefers. Z.
Hold on. My boss is texting me.
Well, anyways, all three of you there. There's water all over the place, since there's an entire sea over there.
Oh, perfect.
You use the entire sea.
Maybe this will work better. Last time I just had a cup of water.
Attention. I am Snarg.
I'm not doing a loudspeaker announcement. That's all.
I am Snarg, that's all. Okay, so give me a knowledge elements roll.
All right. So I'm going to a specific contact this time. Someone who may actually
Ooh.
understand what's going on,
Okay.
even if it doesn't come through very clearly.
Okay.
Do you remember my officer?
I have notes over here.
His name is Terranok of Aggressor.
Yes, I do remember him.
I think. Let me see. Let me make sure.
Terranok sounds right to me. He's a bandling.
But anyway, it was basically the guy who was also a geomancer.
Yes, like your first
And-
recruit, I want to say.
Yes.
Your first elite recruit.
Basically the officer that rolled like super high to get. Yes. Gonna try and contact him because he might have an idea of what's going on and be able to assist with it. So I will do a knowledge elements. All right. I got a 30.
That is really good. He did not roll quite as well. So what I'm going to say is that you reach out and you try to vibrate the water, and he recognizes that the water is being vibrated by some kind of elemental force, but that's all he gets out of it. So if you try to send a message through it, you can, but it's going to be very basic. I'm going to limit you to 5 words.
All right.
So choose carefully.
This is the old message spell conundrum.
Actually, it is, isn't it? I used to have so many problems with that. Just cast it like 20 times.
Well, I know 2 words are going to be attack imminent. Or maybe ridge attack imminent. Because that might be a little
Attack
more...
on ridge
explain-
imminent would be 4 words for reference.
Right.
You could say, Yarak attack on ridge imminent.
That's 5, though.
Yep, you're limited to 5.
Oh, I thought you said 4. Okay.
No.
Yeah. Sure. That sounds good.
Okay. So he will get that message, and of course you have no idea what he's doing with it.
I mean, out of all the people to get it, he's probably the best one. So.
Okay. So now the 3 of you standing there, staring into space.
No. So I'm like, so how'd it go?
Well, I mean, this is good news, bad news time.
Z, do me a favor and roll knowledge politics now. It'll be relevant in a minute.
All right. The good news is that they didn't try to kill us right now. The bad news is that they're going to try to kill everyone and all of our associates later.
24.
Thank you. Not relevant yet, but it will be.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I just said, hey, here's they want to do us a mission. So I said, oh, okay. Well, here's how you go through the channel. And they said, oh, all right. Well, no thanks. Goodbye. I was like, well, they're jerks. And Guido said, I think they're going to attack Fox Ridge. So I sent a message to warn them about it.
You want to get back there? I just brought 2 new recruits onto my airship.
Oh. Okay, cool. I didn't know we needed a new crew.
Well, we didn't, but they needed me.
Oh, okay. I won't ask. All right.
Real quick.
Uh-huh.
Sis, your knowledge politics roll tells you that this is most likely a 2-fold maneuver on her part.
Okay.
1, to leave them without infrastructure, so they have to take up the offer. And 2, because they snubbed her, and so this is revenge.
Ah. Well, good job getting her to seek revenge, dears.
That's not very ladylike.
It's politics.
Why are you blaming me?
I'm not. You were there, though.
Oh, what if we just convince her not to? It'd be easier than fighting off a whole army.
How?
I don't know. I mean, if you take her to the top of a really tall building and hold her upside down, she'll say she's not going to do it anymore.
Okay, Batman.
And we can drop her, and since none of us can actually catch her, then. Oh wait, that'll solve the problem too, won't it? No, let's not do that.
No, you can. I'm not. There's no rails here.
Well, here. Correct me if I'm wrong.
If
but
she,
it seemed like she was kind of being pushed around by whoever these benefactors are, right?
yeah.
So maybe we have to go like further up the proverbial totem pole here and find out. Because I mean, this is why we came here in the first place, right? To try and find out who exactly was doing all this mess, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe we could do a little bit of digging around, and maybe we could get some of our buddies in the barracks to help out. Well, who knows? They seem to be on our side, at least for right now. And maybe cut the head off the snake, so to speak.
I can always just teleport her somewhere.
I have a great
Yeah.
place to send her to.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Because I don't want to reveal him yet.
She gave him something to play with.
Look, every time one of you mentions teleporting someone somewhere, it always get these weird
No.
faces.
No, in Z's, Guido would be like, I could take her somewhere, and Z'd be like, no, I have a better place.
I'm just sadistic. That's what you are.
I don't know. You
No,
haven't
look.
been where I have.
That'll be like Plan ZZ, right? Plan Z. Hey, how about that? Plan Z. You put her somewhere else. If we really have to.
We'll just put her somewhere safe.
It'll be fine. She'll be
She'll
okay.
be fine. She living this close to the inner sea. I'm sure she can swim. And Z starts smiling again.
You know what? Why don't we
Gain
take your
dark
minds?
side points. Just all three of you. All three of you gain dark side points.
What did I do?
Snarg, you're like, let's just go and
Hey,
convince
I-
her by holding her over a tall building and then dropping her. Guido's like, I'll just translate her somewhere else. And Z's like, I'll just give her to a fate worse than death. You're all evil. All three of
In
you.
my defense, I don't know what he's doing with the toy that I gave him.
He referred to them as a toy. That's enough information.
But other people who refer to things to people as toys,
Were any of
they
them
kept
good?
them as slaves.
So slavery would qualify as worse than death.
Yeah, but they were still alive. Which she might be. I don't know that.
Let's
Zeiss,
not reminisce on
you are
past
no longer
sins.
the evilest character in Primus. Congratulations, sir.
Hey, my dark side points have to be somewhat negated by the fact that I saved too little, probably would have had a fate worse than death. Desolate children.
Oh, fine. You get one light side point.
I should at least get two. There were two of them.
So do we get anything for these dark side points?
Yes, that void behind you gets worse and worse.
I can do that.
Oh, God. Anyways, what are you guys doing? Because you actually have a bunch of options here. By
Well, first I
design.
look behind my back to make sure nobody's actually looking at us.
There's a Viosian standing right... Hang on. I don't want to say that word. I need to edit that out.
What? I mean, if they're that recognizable, okay.
No.
Hello, my.
I don't
No
even
one's
know.
ever seen one.
I was gonna say, no one's ever even seen a Viosian, so you couldn't possibly identify one.
Did you just have lightning of pink in your void, Guido?
Yes.
No.
So behind you, Snarg, you see nothing at all. You're blind.
I have perfect vision. Do I see anything?
Damn it.
I seem to have suddenly gone blind.
Roll awareness. Anyone who cares to.
I care very deeply.
Roll awareness to cure blind.
Well, that didn't do a whole lot to cure it.
Remember, when you're blind, you've got shades.
Yeah. But it's bugged.
It is, so it doesn't do anything.
It's 37.
37, okay. Guido?
I got
26.
I got a 28, unless it's a magical beast.
All right, it's you switched it. We already decided.
I haven't switched it yet.
We'll frickin' switch it. The game is on pause until you switch it. Right now.
No. You said that he got to keep his magical beast thing permanently because he's had it for so long and it's been useless.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I have decided that if you ever go to some place which has magical beasts, and there are places, you may keep that.
I mean, sure, we're going to switch it. I'm just going to ask if, like, oh, is it an orc or is it a whatever?
What are the options? Do you have to pick a
Act
specific
like I'm on
species?
Facebook.
If it's humanoid, yes, because they're.
Oh, then you're gonna have to pick a race. I'm sorry. Just pick one. I'll let you pick whatever. I'll be generous, but yeah.
You should do humans.
Oh, humanoid gnoll is one.
No. Seriously, you should do humans.
Why?
Why?
Just do humans.
Why?
I can't
Who have I
say.
killed the most?
Who have you killed? Let me check my log. Hit K. Pull up the achievements. Ooh.
It's like elves, hasn't it?
Oh, there we go. God, that was disorienting. Okay, Z, you are being followed by an extremely good spy. You only noticed them because you rolled damned well.
And I have perfect vision.
And you have perfect vision. They are
I have
an
perfect memory,
ordinary-looking orc who is literally just within reach of you. And by within reach, I mean like they're a block away. But they're always a block away, if you follow.
Can I kill it?
You want to kill an orc in the middle of the city, in broad daylight, in the middle of the day, with hundreds of people around.
Can I use demoralize without speaking?
No, it is specifically a speech action. That's why the note is there, that they have to understand you for it to work.
There isn't a note there.
Well, there is now. They have. It's in the original thing, at least it should be.
Well, maybe you could just like pout at him and make him feel really bad. Is it? Racist.
Each speech ability requires the target to understand the speech of the orator, so deafness or loud noises can interrupt this.
See, I was going to doom him. But then they'd be able to tell it was me.
Oh yeah, Doom's really obvious of a spell.
Yeah. Can I petrify? Petrify doesn't do damage, does it?
So, you know what's funny is this might be the first ever application of stealth casting. I made rules for that forever ago,
There's
but
stealth
no one's
casting?
like. Basically, you roll stealth along with the spell, and based on the DC determines if you can cast it stealthily. The stronger the spell and the higher the spell level, the harder the DC. Some spells specifically have a note that say you can't do this stealthily.
What's this guy? He's a good spy, but
He's an amazing spy. He's an old.
What kind of equipment is he using?
It looks... You can't see any equipment at all. He looks like a guy.
Okay.
He probably has equipment.
He's using
Okay.
clothes.
You insta brought me back here, so I have to decide what form I'm in.
Yeah, I asked you that earlier.
I'm going to assume that it's going to be a really bad thing if the orc that doesn't exist shows up again. So I'm going to be in my normal adult female form.
Okay. Are you informing your two fellows of the spy?
I'm debating because he's really good, so I kind of want to recruit him.
Well, I was going to say, also, if you inform them, there's an extremely high chance he will notice, and therefore recognize that he has been spotted.
I'd like to attempt stealth casting.
All right. What spell are you casting?
Well, I don't want to
Disintegrate.
hurt him. I just want him to hold still. So I'm going to petrify him.
Omega Death.
I have a question while we're looking all this stuff up.
Go for it.
Do you count elves and lord elves as two separate races for the purposes of favorite enemy?
Yes.
All right.
For reasons
So-
no one's looked into yet.
I could not decide because I've like tracked a lot of these and done stuff like equally. So I rolled randomly on a list of stuff I've seen, and I came up with Lord Elf.
Elf might
There's
be
like-
more useful.
Seriously, do humans.
Don't do
By
humans.
humans.
Don't do
But
humans.
Agus, but
No.
Think of
No.
the OOC implication
No.
with this.
Shush.
Humans aren't even on the list, so I couldn't get them anyway.
Anyway, so
You've seen
I'll-
humans.
I'll just do Elf because I've like.
elves, dwarves, orcs, and banderlings are all extremely common races. And so are Moorsmen, for that matter. Those are like the most common races in the world.
Like if I take more levels in Ranger, I can pick up another favorite.
There you go. So you can pick another one then.
There you go. I'll just do Elfie Elf right now.
Okay, well, as I've already said, this is an Olk, so you didn't get the bonus on him.
Right.
Sorry.
I'm gonna ask for everything.
Yeah, now that you're looking for elves, that's going to actually suddenly come up every time. Is he an elf? Oh, wait. Is he an elf magical beast?
Yeah.
Oh, combo.
All right.
Well, it could be an elf riding a magical beast.
There you go.
So I have to roll stealth along with my spell, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to know the spell you're casting.
I told you I'm casting Petrify.
What level? And I need to look something up for that.
Well, I just rolled my stealthy thing, so hold on.
Okay.
I have to find stealth, and then I have to decide what level I want to do.
Where's my spells?
I don't even see stealth as a button.
Which
Which one does it
Stealth
call?
button.
it should be called stealth.
I'm
Acrobatics,
looking for the stealth.
appraise,
Can't find the stealth
athletics,
button.
deception, deafness, disguise.
I
Oh,
looked
there it
at
is.
my
It's all the
card.
way at the bottom.
Yeah, it's in
so
the
I rolled a
S's.
19. Oh, hush.
Where's my...
I didn't realize that they were in alphabetical order.
I'm gonna do
There we go.
experiment to
Here's
see
my
if I can
spell.
still hear everybody.
So that is a 19, and an 8 is a 27 on my stealth roll.
And you're doing Petrify,
I'm
which is
doing
a
Petrify.
medium. Okay. What level?
Hold on, I'm
Maximize.
deciding.
Maximize.
Maximizing by itself increases the DC on the stealth.
Oh, I'll do that then.
DC plus 10 plus spell level. So we're gonna do 1 times spell level rounds, which means he's only going to be stealthed. If I do level 6, he's only going to be stealthed for 6 seconds.
Hang on.
6 seconds long enough for me to get. This is an out of combat thing, so how does that transfer?
There's no transfer on Petrify because of the nature of how insane it is.
Okay.
So yeah, that's just 1 time spell level rounds. Do note the lowest you could cast that, because that's a medium, is 4.
Is it 2? Oh, is it 4?
Yeah.
Mana level per. It's 2. Sorry, I
Yes.
was looking at the wrong column.
So that would be for
I'm
24
gonna go
seconds.
ahead. 1 time spell level. For
So you're just doing a level
no,
4.
1 time spell level. So he would only be petrified for 4 seconds.
1 time spell level.
Rounds. Yeah, I thought a
Rounds.
round was.
A round
Oh,
is
round
6
is 10.
seconds.
Okay.
A round is 6 seconds, so 4 times 6, 24.
Okay. I'm actually gonna do level 8.
Oh God. Okay.
Mainly because the only reason I'm doing level 8 is mainly because I don't want him to break before I can ditch these guys and get back to him.
Okay.
So you
just
have
pick him up,
not
Karen.
told us about him yet.
As I say, you
Just
haven't-
a
No, I'm not
petrified
gonna
guy
risk him
run off
getting
with him.
away. I'm gonna
He
teleport
ran the
him back
statue
to
and
my
just
ship.
ran off. What's happening?
Oh my God. Okay.
I just wanted
Okay,
to
so
be
8
clear, you
times.
did not tell us about him. So
Yes. And I'm stealthing this, so you may not notice me casting. 8 times 2 is 16.
Okay.
16, 182.
I will need that stealth roll at some point.
I already told you it was a 24.
24. So.
I
oh
think.
my.
Hold
Oh
on.
my God. That can't be right.
Wait. I rolled a 19 and my stealth is 8, so that's a 27.
Okay. Well, a 27 will actually barely succeed
At stealthing.
at stealthing a level 8 medium spell. So, now, actually, Snarg and Guido, you do get a chance to notice this spell. So does he, actually. Not that it's going to do him any good.
Because he has to beat a DC
I got
of
it. 27.
18.
Oh, God, 18, yeah. So I need to do his fort check.
31
Guido.
awareness.
I'll give it to Snarg too. Both of you, just see Z kind of go. And
I
you
look to
and
see what she dropped over her shoulder.
well, you look over and and now you see an obvious, and immediately you hear just the people are like, and there's like this sudden and instantaneous commotion in the back as someone rolls a frickin' 4 on their fortitude check, and there is an orc who was literally like in mid
Stride.
he's just like in mid stride and he's stone now, and people are like, oh my god, and people are panicking and running away from the site.
I thought we were in the middle of an alleyway where there's no one there, because how else would I have teleported in?
You were walking away from the alleyway that you walked out of into the street to meet them. You are in the middle of a busy market street.
You didn't
Whoa,
do
what's
that.
going on?
Okay, can we change this?
No,
slightly?
I like this. This is cool. We're
No,
going with this.
seriously, I
So they're
thought
all
we were
screaming and
in an
running because
alley.
there's this guy who's a bit like petrified in the middle of the street
Okay,
at a
new plan.
stall.
Are there any guards near it?
Well, there's tons of guards. They're actually rushing over like, oh my god. He's petrified. There's a black mage! There's
I
a
pretend
black
to be a
mage!
doctor.
There's a black... You if you can roll it. There's a black
Well, I
mage!
just have to roll deception, right? Pretend to be a doctor.
Yeah,
Let's
I'd
hope I roll a
say
50.
yeah. A deception and I'd say an int on top of that.
Wait, I can totally cure this.
Okay, good.
That's a good point. You can
don't
legitimately cure this. Snarg can actually cure that.
So Snarg goes to cure it, and I elbow him.
Oh, stop.
And I walk up and I'm like, don't worry, guards, I can handle this. My deception was an 18 on top of 23, which
Alright.
would make that 41. And then int
Is kind of the important one.
6 with a 20.
Okay.
26.
So you summon up all your medical knowledge off the top of your head, and you're like, "Oh my God, this man is
He's been
suffering
petrified. I
from."
need to get him into direct immediate care, otherwise his organs are going to start blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like speaking. Do any of these guys have the gold stripe or the red stripe or the whatever the hell color stripe?
No, these are all black stripes.
Okay, good.
Everyone
So they
present.
can't speak.
So they look at you and they look
So
at
I'm
the
like,
thing. Like,
Snarg, Guido, help me. Get him into this so I can take care of him. Get these people out of here, guards. I need privacy.
I'm a white mage and I concur, and I'll pick it up, hold it over my head, start heading to where she's pointing.
what are you picking up over your head?
The
dude.
guy.
The dude.
The dude. Just because it would really amuse me, do me a favor and roll.
Acrobatics. Right?
No, we'll go with athletics.
Okay.
No,
Alright,
actually, hang on. I want to make it something you can fail. Roll dexterity.
Just plain dex?
Yeah.
Okay.
To not slip as you lift him over your head.
GM
Please
penalty
don't
if I
drop
ever
him.
heard one.
I just want you to
Guido,
drop
help
him.
Oh,
So
that's
he
pretty good.
dies.
Well, you know what? Just because. Here's an action point.
Oh god damn it! Come on, just drop him and kill him.
No.
It turns it into a 21.
Okay, that is sufficient to not drop the guy with a Butterfingers roll.
And I lost my social action point.
Okay. So Guido's. I'm assuming is stomping after us too.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna do, right?
Oh my god!
Anyway, so I'll
So-
get ahead of everybody and turn around and say, "Wait, where am I supposed to take him?"
Boom, through the portal. Let's go.
Okay.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was literally about to say. So, by the way, the black stripes are following you, not in like a screw you, but as a we're trying to help kind of a thing.
Suckers. Poof.
So that's why I'm just picturing like you're trying, and there's
okay.
like 6 of these guys following, and all of a sudden you're like,
I'm
portal.
probably gonna need to roll for this again, but I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna turn around and shout at him, what are you doing? I need da 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 da. I need him now.
Okay.
Enough things that they have to all disperse.
I'm not going to make you roll the deception again, but I do need another int roll to know what you're asking for.
Yay. Okay.
Blinker
Ooh,
light
I can
fluid.
help.
Get that.
Hold on. I have medical knowledge, first aid.
That's true, he does. I will allow that.
Oh wait, there's an actual doctor here. I forgot.
Yeah, yeah.
I have knowledge creatures. That might help.
I do too, but I mean,
I can't tell what to make of Guido's expression right now.
That was looking at Zan.
Oh, okay.
first aid on creatures. Yeah, it's totally the same.
It is. Look, okay, so I'm gonna need.
No, but the
His leg is
names
broken.
of the
We have to put him down.
things might be the same.
I think you have worms. I'm sorry, sir.
The equipment might be the same. That's what I was saying. I'm calling out for equipment things.
Guido, what's your roll?
So I got a 29
Okay,
There you
that's
go.
that's
on a
yeah.
heal check.
Yeah. So they're like, they go brushing off. All but one of them.
Does this one have stripes?
He has a black. These are all black stripes. This one is like literally like in defensive stance, but like away from you. He's making sure to make room.
Is he turned away from us?
Yes,
Because
and
we're
he's-
in an alley, so he's not facing us.
Wait, you went into an alley?
Yeah.
He turns around. He's like,
YMCA. What?
stop.
So he's standing in the alley facing away from us going like this to keep people out.
You know what? Yeah, sure. We'll make him dumb.
Well,
He
hold on,
turns
hold on.
around.
If we are going into the alley, then I can tell him, block any traffic coming in this way.
Okay, there you go. So Guido does that. I'll just say you succeed on that because you already did so well.
This
So
guy's
he
gonna wake
so he
up
turns
before-
around and he literally just and he's literally wider than the alley entry anyway. So he's just these things are big, by the way. I don't know if I've re-emphasized that lately. They're
How long
larger
is this guy gonna be like this?
than most Lugians. So yeah,
Another
he's,
few seconds. We need to get out of here.
oh, he needs to
Alright.
roll awareness.
I'm ready in action to
Damn
knock him out if he wakes up again.
I'm good, but I'm in the middle of D&D. Okay. Bye.
Okay, so
That
he's
was not my mic mute button. I'm sorry.
he's actually like I can't twist all the way, but he's facing away from you. Just completely block. It's actually really dark in here because he's blocking so much of the light.
Where are we supposed to take this guy?
Back to the ship.
Okay.
Who is this guy? Would be the next question.
A spy.
Oh. Based on what they told us, he's not a very good one.
No, he was a very good one.
Obviously not. He just got caught.
By me. Would you shut up? Come on.
Why?
All right.
You
Can I
Want him on the
stealthily
ship?
portal us? So I can interrogate him and maybe hire him.
You have 6 seconds left before Petrify wears out.
No, I'm asking you a question out of character. Can I stealthily teleport us? I know
No.
it makes us.
I've actually made it a point to make that not a thing for Desolation.
Wait, is the
You
only place they can actually see us that alleyway entrance?
They could see the far end if someone were to happen by, on the other side of the alleyway.
Well, this
Alright.
dude is like completely blocking sight then.
He is blocking this site, yes.
And if he's wider than the alley, then he's not going to be able to really get in here.
That is true. Unless
So
he
he's
starts
not going to be
breaking
able
the
to
buildings
follow us.
to come after you.
Well, you can't go through a portal unless I give you permission to. Once I go through it, it closes.
If you close it in time, yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to be like, ready, set, boom, everybody in.
All right, so I'm going to need agility rolls from everyone.
All right, I don't have that stat.
All right, you fail immediately.
Jack's check, I guess.
Yeah, just fly
In
dex
the
check.
immortal words of Magus, Frel. Oh yeah, that's gonna be. Oh,
Agility? Where's agility?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. What's my dex? I have a dex of 5.
You know, I was looking
That's
at like all
5.
the geomancy abilities I could do, and I was like, oh, I can cure him of all negative status effects.
Sweet.
Oh, great! I can make a golem that'll just cause chaos. I can confuse him.
so this is
kill
this is
him.
acrobatics.
No, this is flat dex.
All fine. I'll let it be acrobatics.
Oh, okay, cool.
To
Not that
be
it matters.
nice.
22.
Okay, so Snarg, who is carrying the gentleman, rushes through, and then the gentleman immediately is cured because it's run out.
You can't come back through the portal, though. Doesn't
He's-
work that way.
So Guido,
I got a 5.
Zerial,
I got a 12 plus my 11, which is a 23.
so Guido.
Got to teleport back yourself.
Oh God, no.
Plate armor.
Hold on,
Negative
give it
8.
back.
Okay. So Guido, as you are trying to like you're crouched down and you're all doing the huddle. It's like okay, and break. And so Snarg lunges up and goes in. Zariel lunges up and goes in. You push down so hard, you actually break one of the stones in the street or in the alleyway floor, and it slips out from under you. And so you literally, rather than I wish I could demonstrate this. Rather than getting up and lunging,
I just face plant.
you just literally face plant really hard.
That sounds appropriate.
There's like this loud, and the individual blocking the way steals the food. Wait, hang on, I gotta wait till she can.
Sorry, my dinner.
Steals the food so I can eat tonight.
You wouldn't like it. It's Pizza Hut.
Oh, okay. So he whirls around, and it's like, ugh! And he sees the portal, which is still open. Zariel, you're on the other side.
Zan, mute your mic. That's really loud.
Yeah, that is exceptionally loud. Although I need you to talk in a second, so don't mute yourself yet. Wait, no. Anyways, so Zariel, the mute, you are on the other side. There's a struggling orc, Snarg, who is holding him, and you. The portal is still open.
Can I grab a Guido? I have a really strong strength.
You would have to go back through the portal.
I thought it closed automatically when I went through it.
It does not. You have to close it.
Can I...
Go back
Does
through it.
sound pass through the portal?
No, actually.
Okay.
What happened to Guido? Did he fall?
I don't know.
You don't know.
You don't
I
know,
had
yeah.
this guy's butt in my face the whole time.
Yeah, none of you
By
have
the
any
way,
idea.
better be quiet. We're gonna explode your brain or something. I don't know.
Whatever. Guido can teleport too. Close it.
Oh, God. So, meanwhile, back in Guido land, there is a 20-foot-tall mechanical monstrosity literally pushing the walls out, just crushing them to get to you. And he's coming. He's coming for blood.
So what is the
Do
guy
I need
who's
to roll to
going
get up, or
What do you want to do? I mean...
I want to get out of the alley.
He's faster than you. I hate to tell you that.
This is the point at which I remind you, Guido, that you can teleport.
No, don't remind him of that. Don't remind him of that. Okay, we'll say you get up just fine.
No! I panic.
Oh no. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
What happens when he panics?
He and I talked about this forever ago.
He's gonna oracle.
Yeah, he's finally gonna emerge as an oracle.
Yeah.
So yeah, this thing
I
is
don't know what's gonna
literally
happen.
destroying the buildings, getting to you, and I mean this is a colossal monstrosity of death. And you get up and you turn around and it's just bearing down at you, and there's some weird noise coming out of it that might be communication. You don't even know. And you panic.
So that's a D8.
Yep. I need to pull up the list. Where's the list? Hang on. I just had this open actually.
Oh wait, I need to roll whether or not it.
Crits or misses, or crits or
Crits,
fails,
yeah.
rather. Crits
So
or
it's just
negative
a
crits. It's a flat D20 with absolutely no modifiers unless you have the thinger,
Okay.
which you don't.
So 14. So it's just standard.
Okay.
And it was a 5, so it's the air damage.
Scroll. Okay, so for our viewers at home, I have a prestige class called Oracle. Oracle is the random class in terms of pure gameplay. There's some lore fluff I won't bore you with right now. But an Oracle, he doesn't cast fire. He casts something happens. That's literally what an Oracle does. He casts event. And so he rolls a dice, the D8, to determine what the event is, and then we figure it out based on that. So, and I have the list. There's also a more powerful thing he can get later, which is a D10, but he's not doing that right now, obviously. So you got Judgment is the spell you just cast, which is going to do 1d10 times level air damage to this guy.
So I rolled a 9. Now,
I forget
which
what your
level
level
is that?
Your total level.
So that would be 11, I think.
So 99 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so 99 air damage rips into this thing, literally tears its arm off, which just falls to the floor, sparks flying out of it, electricity arcing everywhere. And the creature, like, just stalls, like, looks down at the arm, looks at you, looks down at the arm, rolls a dice to decide something.
Requesting backup.
And yeah, he backs up a little bit, but he's standing there in a weird way, and you can hear very, very loud footsteps thundering towards you in the distance.
I'm gonna turn and run away.
Okay. Yeah.
You need a, do you need a roll for anything?
No rolls. You're just. If you care to glance behind your back by the time you're exiting the alley, you see that 3 more of these monstrosities, the mechanical guys, are back there, just fully formed, obviously. The one you injured has since actually roll awareness for this. I want to see if you see this or not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Oh wow. No, actually, I think I do, because that's 28, 34.
Yeah, you totally see this. You see all the details. So this thing has reached down, grabbed its severed arm, and held it back up to its shoulder. And after a few moments, it lets go, and the arm is now reattached and fine.
Guido is now panicking more.
Guido's reaction's up to him. It's all good.
This is the guy that panicked whenever things didn't like him and kicked somebody's rib cage out.
Yeah, so Guido, okay, so you exit the other end, and you are now in an open area. You have, I'm going to say 6 seconds, 1 turn, to do whatever before things start happening. Like, basically, you've just emerged into a normal market street. There's nothing really out of the ordinary going on over here at the moment.
But there's people everywhere, I'm guessing.
Yes.
What direction is the palace where we had stayed? I'm going that way.
Okay. So you start bolting full tilt in that direction. 6 seconds pass, and you start to hear some really loud, that same noise from earlier. And as you glance about, you notice that a few of the large Gear Knight things that are down this area have gone from just wandering around or standing to looking straight at you. And now they're stomping after you. Now, you've got quite a bit of a lead at the moment. So they're...
Unless there's some behind you.
How much of a lead do I have?
Just enough.
I think I'll decide on the dice if it's enough or not quite. We'll decide.
Is it enough that I could, say, summon my spectral mount to ride away?
Oh, that's a good idea. I will say that if you want to basically sacrifice your current lead to do that, to get the extra speed, you can totally do that. At that point, they will basically be right behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so Guido, I know not everyone has seen this, and I'm a terrible descriptor, but Guido summons a nightmare. No, literally, it's a horse that's black and bleeding, and it's got fire on it. It's death horse thing.
It's got bone and horns.
Yeah, it's this horrifying looking thing of doom, and so naturally, people are already like, "Oh my god, what's going on? Oh my god, what's going on?" At the sight of this, everyone nearby just flat out panics and screams and just starts spreading like ants who have just been sprayed with ant killers. Guido is now on the nightmare, and again, like I want to stress, like if this is like you,
Does the panic affect any of the creatures?
nope. If this is you charging along, they're like right here. We've got a Jurassic Park situation going on here.
Let's go faster. Let's go faster.
Yes, that is happening. You are keeping pace because your mount is as fast as they are, as fast. So you are literally like, in grid terms, you're like 2 squares and just staying 2 squares ahead of them.
Go down an alleyway, Guido. Go down an alleyway.
You can.
Well, we're both in airship. We're like, I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
he's just like, why hasn't he come back yet?
no, I'll get back to you guys in
So-
interrogating the spy later. This is kind of, yeah.
Funny.
So now,
let's just jump
keeping
back.
in mind, the mount does have improved evasion and improved speed.
Oh, it has improved speed. What's that push it to?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I can look it up. I didn't think it would actually make a difference. I figured that was
Hang on, I
what
found
was
it.
keeping me.
Your fly speed increases by 20. All other speeds you have improved by 10 feet.
10 feet,
Per
so
speed.
that would move it to... Hang on.
If anything, if it does improve anything, I'm guessing it's like every couple of rounds I'm getting 1 grid square.
I was going to say,
ahead.
yeah, I think you're right.
It's a slow progression.
Guido
but-
wants it to be a slow progression so that he can panic more.
50 feet. Okay, never mind. No, I was overestimating how fast your horse was. So with improved speed, you are keeping pace with these things.
Okay.
Just turn around, start casting stuff off the back of it.
You can do that.
Yeah. It's like, knock down buildings in their way and stuff.
Okay. Well,
Turn over a cart of chickens, because you got to have one of those. in the
There's
chase.
always one of those in a chase. It's a rule.
And a terrified
that
onlooker
doesn't
who
happen.
throws their wares up into the air when somebody just grazes them.
There's a fruit cart too. There's always a fruit cart.
And you run into a laundry line.
Oh, don't forget the manure truck. That's a classic. You'll have to take the armor off for that one, Guido.
Oh man, you totally have to roll 8. Applies stop.
okay.
There you
Oh God, yeah.
So, new spell.
Okay, so
I rolled a 4. So
Uh,
it's Black Frost.
yeah,
Crit
so
fail.
Black Frost. Did you crit or crit fail?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so yeah, that's 1d10 times level water damage for our viewers at home. You can kind of notice
88.
a trend here. 88 damage. Does
Aim
it?
for its leg. Aim for its leg.
Let me check something real quick.
No, it's just random.
I was gonna say, I don't think he's really deliberating. That's what I thought.
Nope.
So okay, just to make sure, in case you thought I was kidding, when I say it just is a random thing, you don't get to target. If you're fighting 5 things, I roll for which one it hits. If it hits, if it is an ally, I roll for which one it hits. I've got the notes right here.
None of your allies are there.
Now, to offset this, for anybody curious for the gameplay style of things, these spells are
limited, aren't they?
What?
no, they're free.
Yeah, they're unlimited.
Yeah, they have. He can cast this every round, forever. But he cannot
Until you
target
explode.
it, and he cannot decide what it does. And if he gets a
Yes.
critical failure, it always hurts him, or his
Look,
party,
you-
I should say.
You could only go up from here.
It's either me or friendlies. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the balance side of that. Charlie and I did a lot of numbers crunching on the Oracle, and we decided that overall it did kind of even out, especially at the level which you have to be to even get Oracle, which is pretty high, relatively speaking.
And just for the record, not to interrupt, but so at level 2 Oracle, you can get you do get improved critical.
Yep.
Once I finish leveling, so at level 4, you get greater improved critical.
Yep.
Once I go back to my paladin, my next paladin level, I also get a feat, which I'm going to take improved critical.
Yeah.
So basically, I'll have like 1 through 7 will be a critical fail, and a 14 through 20 will be a critical hit.
That is one thing to note, by the way, for our viewers at home. The improved critical also makes it a greater chance to critical failure, in addition to greater chance to critical success.
Basically, I'll have a 1 in 3 chance of...
Of being awesome, of being okay, or ugh!
Yep.
Yeah. I was actually really happy when Guido took that class. I actually put a lot of work into that class.
Realize you took a class level in XCOM.
Yes, that's exactly what just happened. You. Oh,
Right.
I've been playing that lately too. Okay.
Sorry.
So, 88 water damage to it doesn't really matter, and I'm not going to keep track. Sorry. But
What if it
there
falls?
are 12 of these guys chasing you. One of them, now it does do significant damage. I don't want to make it seem like you're just grazing them. It hurts the hell out of that guy, and his armor 10 inch, and he falls back, and so now there's 11 guys chasing you.
Wait, he doesn't
Any
fall
chance it
onto
trips one of the
them?
others?
Well, I'll roll for that. I'm okay with that being a thing.
Oh,
Unfortunately, he succeeds. Sorry. So he does not trip anyone else.
Okay.
But the other 11 are like, and they look back for a moment. Actually, they don't swivel like this because their heads swivel, so his head just swivels back and then swivels forward. And you are now charging. Now, you're actually pretty close to the gates of the council chambers. I would like to know what you're planning, because I have no idea.
Well,
So I can try to react to it. I need to know what you're doing so I can react to it. If you're trying to go through the walls, that's easy. I'm not going to make you roll for that. You just charge through the wall and Kool-Aid ball.
I was.
What are you eating, sis?
Red stick.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I'm looking at the Parmesan off the top of it right now. That's
I'm gonna try and run the horse as far into the palace as I can.
Given, if you remember, I described the doors and the hallways as quite large. So there's not really a spot you're going to run out of room.
Oh, dude, I totally have experience doing this. Just go in there and roll a bunch of 20s and you win.
It's even a part of the report.
By the way, I need to send you this for next time this happens.
What am I looking at?
Urban chase complications.
Oh, God, yes, absolutely. Toss me that somehow.
It's in.
It's in 5th.
Yes.
Nice.
They have a section on chases.
Awesome.
The OLG for 5th just came out. You could probably
It
get
did,
it out
yes.
of that.
Yeah, that's true. I'll have to look into that at some point and be like, wow.
So, I mean, unless I'm being stopped, I'm basically trying to get into the palace to get to a point where I can either meet up with someone who will
help.
call off the guard, or I will continue through the palace out the other side and try and exit town.
Well, I'm going to make you decide, because a couple options occur to you. You could go try to see the governor. That's an option.
Hello, sir.
Hello, man. Please save me. Oh, God, they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me. Oh, God, I don't know why. Please help me.
You could take him hostage. I'm sure that'd go over well.
You can do that.
Yeah.
That is an option.
If you can get him to hold still.
Yeah. You can try to head to where this will connect to where you actually met with the Prime Minister earlier, and so if she's still there, shrug on that. You can try that. So you can try the Prime Minister, you can try the Governor, or you could go through the door and just try to go out to the ocean, or the sea rather.
Well, I don't want to end up in the sea because then I sink.
You're very close to the sea. Like if you're picturing like this is the harbor here, the Capitol building's like right here. That's why it was so quick for you to go back and forth between that and the harbor. You're right there. And you are currently heading in the direction of the sea.
Okay, so the Prime Minister is the one that we had met with previously that I did not take my armor off for. Right?
No, that was the governor.
That was the governor. Okay. So
Although-
the Prime Minister is...
The one you just met today. And
Who's dumb.
who was trying to recruit you as Darth Vader's. I forget the actual term for that, but that's what she means.
Okay.
There's a term for that. It's like enforcer or something like that. They had that in X-Files. too.
Dragon.
Yeah, sure. She's trying to recruit you to be the dragons. Well, she wants you to be loyal to her, not to her benefactors, but you don't know that yet, of course.
So I need to try and find the governor.
Okay. You know exactly where her offices. Well, I think it was a her. I should double check my names here before I keep calling a guy a girl. Yarak, Arnoth of Slayer. Never mind, it's a guy. Arnoth of Slayer. You remember where his offices were? They're over there.
Okay.
Are you going to burst through the doors at full speed?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you gonna do when you burst in and you're in like the secretary's office basically, and she's like, "Oh my freaking god!" and screams bloody murder. You can keep going through the next set of doors if you want.
First, you got to sign in, and then you keep going.
That's true. Sign in real quick. Very Monty Python thing. He gets off the horse. Hang on. There we go.
The guards are still behind me. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm gonna go through the other door.
Okay. Bam!
Oh.
The double doors are burst open by the front hooves of your nightmare.
Oh.
And you are now charging into the governor's office. He
Is
is
the governor there?
Hang on. I gotta roll to see if he wets himself.
Regardless, aides are running every direction.
He wets himself
All right.
at the sight of this Lugian on a giant. Of course, he's a Lugian too, so this horse is huge.
We
Excuse
do
me,
need to spout a
this nightmare.
one-liner as soon as you burst in.
Yeah, what's the one-liner? Go.
I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry. I don't have anything clever.
No, that's what he says. That's what he says. He's like strikes a pose. He's like, I'm drawing a blank. Whatever. So, hang on. I had this in my head and it's gone because I can't believe you're doing this. hang on. Okay, so there is.
Send me, Guido.
Okay, so there's a troll. Yes. Okay. There's a troll there present who is dressed in fine robes and whatnot. Who is the person that the governor was currently meeting? Let's see if he pisses himself. Yep, he totally does. So the two of them are like, "Oh,
Is this going to be a new stat?
yes, it's a willpower stat. What? So the two of them are like literally huddling in the corner of the office, cowering away from Guido. One of the mechanical knights is like these things. They're actually having a little trouble keeping up with you here because they have to actually duck down and move through the doors because they're just that big. And so like, and it's like okay, and he's like a door past you where the secretary is. He's like,
So I'm gonna leap off the horse. Roll. Hold on. I should roll my acrobatics.
Yes.
It's a 5.
So by leap off, you mean bucked off.
So Guido goes to come off. Would you like to describe this or me? I'm okay with either option here.
Actually, it's a 7.
It's a 7. Oh, whoa!
That makes all the difference.
Yes. I'm suddenly hearing music. Stop. What is that? Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I didn't realize that opening the thing.
Okay. Ah!
There we go. I'm watching a 3-year-old-ish dance to hula music.
Wow.
It's adorable.
Very cute.
So
I'm leaping off the horse, and I catch my foot on the stirrup because of course I do.
yes.
And
Because you have your boot on.
Well, of course, and go just head first right into his desk.
So that desk is gone. That is splinters now. And chunks of stone just it's crushed, gone. Your helmet's fine. You are now laying face first in the crater of his desk.
Call off the sentinels! Call off the sentinels! I don't know what else to call them. I mean,
Well, no, Sentinels is a very accurate statement. I'm going to roll a willpower save to see if he's cognizant enough in all this to respond to that
Recognize.
at all. Okay, so he rolls well enough. So he's just like, what? Now, what are you rolling to convince him of this?
I didn't think that far ahead.
This is the best plan ever. Oh my!
I like it.
This is great.
If you make a plan
Knowledge
that
politics?
defeats the purpose of this.
Okay.
He's rolling knowledge.
No.
What to say?
Knowledge politics to
Parlay.
help me determine what the best
Method.
method of convincing him would be.
Okay. I'm with it. Oh, come back, Skype. There we go. Skype was weird for a second.
So 25.
Okay, that's good. Well, here's the options that I can think of at the moment. Obviously, you can basically just request sanctuary. It's the first and most obvious thing. The sanctuary in Primus works very similar to what it does in real life. There's one catch. Whoever takes you into sanctuary basically, not like as a slave, but effectively owns you for the duration of that. If you're asking for sanctuary, it's kind of like declaring bankruptcy. In other words, I no longer can deal with this, therefore I own up to this, so you take care of this now. So if he accepts your offer of sanctuary, he is politically, economically, militarily, socially, culturally, etc., in charge of and responsible for you. Now,
Okay.
that's a risky thing for you to do, to do that, because he might not think that's worth the risk. Because again, in addition to all the other things, he is now responsible for you and whatever you've done.
He doesn't know what he's done, though.
Bingo. Like I
So you
said,
have a chance.
it is a risk.
He probably thinks it has something to do with the ship that you blew up, which he probably knows you've already been forgiven for.
So the next option is to try and basically be as blunt you can and say, I support the directorate or something along those lines, because he is in the directorate's pocket. He is a supporter of them. And so trying to appeal to basically the directorate to support you in this is something you can do. That will have very long-term political consequences, because it basically draws the directorate into direct, open conflict with whoever these people are. So that's option 2. Option 3 is to fling a bag of gold at him. Option 4 is to lie and come
So
up
here's
with
what
some
I'm
reason.
thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. So plead for sanctuary
Okay.
on the grounds of I only ran because the Oracle thing went off. I panicked, and they chased me
Because I ran.
because I was running because I panicked.
Okay, that makes sense. In the moment, you're only going to be able to say sanctuary, nothing else. So he's going to still be deciding based on no info if he should grant that.
Right.
Because that
Okay.
that mechanical guy is one turn away from you.
So, trying to think of a legitimate way to say that in character.
You're just going to be saying sanctuary.
Yeah, basically.
You
I'm
could
just,
literally just say sanctuary. That is a thing.
At this point, that's pretty much the only thing I'm going to do. Just
Okay.
sanctuary.
So I'm going to do something weird. I'm basically going to roll a dice to roll a dice. Just bear with me. Okay, so that one. So this is the dice that's going to determine if he goes with this or not. Okay, he does. Held my breath there for a second because I wasn't sure what to do if he didn't. I mean, I'm totally in control the whole time. I'm a good GM, I swear. So he looks up and says, "By order of the governor of Yurak, I hereby order you to cease your pursuit of this individual immediately." Just lots of command authority behind his voice when he does that. You know what I'm talking about.
He's sitting in his chair. And
Oh no, he's not. He wasn't sitting in his chair. He was curled, literally up in a ball in the corner, terrified. But he stands up and is like, boom, lays down the law. The mechanical creature stops, literally like with its hands on either side of the doorway into his office, just stops for a moment. Seems to consider that for a moment. And then it just sits there for a bit. And as it's like, you get the impression it's either thinking or requesting orders, because it doesn't sure how to deal with this. And
I'm going to go ahead and dispel a tarot.
what the hell was that? That thing. Is that why you were? Did you steal it? What? Why are they after you? Information.
So this is the governor talking to me.
Yes. He looks really
Okay.
agitated. He pauses for a second. Hang on just a second. You, go. He doesn't even name the person. It's just the troll. He's like, go. And the person has to squeeze out between the knight, who's basically covering most of the doorway.
One of the sentinels surprised me in an alley. I panicked and
Blew his arm off.
apparently did something that I didn't know I could do.
Okay, like what? Did you awaken as a geomancer? Because I've heard of that happen.
Ever? Am I aware of what an oracle is?
I've
that
been
they exist
debating
in this
that
setting?
because oracles are really rare. Like they exist, you're not the only one, but they are super rare. So I've kind of made a mental rule that people have to roll to even have heard of them, and he just failed, which I just did that roll there.
So
Okay.
your response is going to be, I think.
If you want to roll as well and just decide if you've heard of them now, that's great. It'd be a
have seen
basic
one, though.
knowledge arcana.
What was
You've
that?
never-
Snark?
He's seen
You've
a
seen
geo.
one. You've seen a oracle before.
I thought I
Rare.
didn't use the one for that.
Yeah. When everybody got wiped out during the assault on that one town, that was an oracle, wasn't it?
Which town?
The one that Guido rallied the people to go and attack.
Ah, that's right. I don't believe I made that an oracle. He was something else.
Orator,
Oh, okay.
wasn't it?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I know it wasn't an oracle because I've had a mental note of oracles because there aren't many of them.
Maybe I heard orator or something tonight.
Either way, so you
So
have
sorry.
not encountered one in the campaign yet, other than yourself, obviously.
Okay. So I'm going to plead ignorance. I don't know what happened. I panicked and suddenly this air damage occurred. I was
element
riding
of
the
air?
horse and suddenly water damage occurred.
I see. And at about this time, the knight, the sentinel, is going to, and he's going to look up at the sentinel and then look back at you and says, "They're requesting you go in peacefully for an examination. Would you acquiesce to that?"
Examination.
They're trying to determine what happened, from what I just understood.
Wait, you can understand that thing?
Can't you? Not that you're there.
If I'm under your protection, then yes, I will go peacefully.
And he turns up and he says, by the authority as the governor of Iraq, I want to remain that this person is under sanctuary of me personally. Anything that is done to him is done to me. You may go ahead and examine him, provided he remains peaceable during the interaction. So you are let off. Now I'm going to pause for a second. So about like a few minutes ago, Zariel and Snarg were on the airship, and with a squirming orc.
Snarg's still holding him.
Yeah,
Stop.
yeah.
Stop squirming. Stop.
Yes, well, he's like in there, like, wow, let me
Don't fail
down.
the P check.
Let
I'm holding
me-
you over my head.
Wait, hang on. Let me do the P check.
And I will be back momentarily.
Okay.
Bearing in mind that he doesn't have the loss because this horse isn't there.
So every P check I've done has been under 5, including this one.
All right.
So you are now covered in it. No, I'm kidding.
So I told you wasn't that good of a spy.
So yeah, no. He's just let me down. What are you doing? Friggin'
Hang on a second. What are we supposed to do with him now?
Well, I wanted to talk to him.
Oh, here.
Hit the intercom button. Well, hold him. Greeley! Assistance!
Towards you. Like midair. Like this.
Oh, okay.
By the arms.
What do I not have? Whatever. So the man is like just struggling and screaming. What are you doing? Let me go. Let me go. God.
She wants to talk to you. Hold on.
I get friggin'
Understand that language. Stop.
Piece
I
of
don't
carrots.
understand
Piece of
Home
carrots.
Alone. Stop.
Piece of carrots. Z. Greeley's not going to be there for a few minutes.
Yeah, I know. So I'm just going to turn around and look at him and go, "You're very good."
Good. And then he pauses and collects himself and he says, "Ma'am, I am not a prostitute. I'm sorry. There are much easier, simpler ways to get a hold of
And
some
I am not an
company."
idiot.
Actually, you know what? Just because I'm curious, let's do a roll off. Deception.
Okay. This guy's going down. I got a 19 on my roll.
Which is
42.
okay. So he got a 41. I kid you not.
Damn, that Ricargan is stupid. Wait, no, I have a 42.5.
Oh, that's right. You do have that.
That
You
ring
do.
will be the deciding factor on a roll one of these days.
So
We'll both have 42s, and I'll be like, wait. Mine's
aha.
a 42.5.
The point is, he is damned good at lying, and you can tell that. You can barely tell that he's lying at all. You can barely tell he's being deceptive at all. And he's like, ma'am, please, I don't know if this is an attempt at a burglary or a robbery, or if you're trying to, I mean, your goon, he can let go of me. I'm not going anywhere. I don't have any weapons on me.
Don't let go
I am
of him,
fully
son. He's
in
no
compliance.
You
of
want me to read-
everything.
You want me to read his mind?
You can shake him a bit.
You-
Flip him upside down and shake him.
But
Right.
ma'am, this is completely unnecessary for you to do this.
How many weapons fall out?
One.
What is it?
A gun.
Ooh.
You don't know what a gun is.
What is this? What's it do? Looks like this is a finger holder.
It's a pipe. It's a pipe.
There are now
Wait.
several holes in your airship. And him and Snarg.
Wait, last time we did this, you had me take their clothes off. You want me to do this for this guy?
And the man is keeping cool through all of this, by the way. He is
As I shoot through
remaining
the ceiling.
not that part, but he's remaining his demeanor.
Because the first time I squeeze the trigger, I'm not going to squeeze it again. And I'm probably going to be like, this looks like a handhold.
It won't actually shoot, by the way.
Okay.
It's coded to him.
Oh, okay. What's this do? Kong.
It's
Well, it's broken.
just a toy for my nephew, for my niece.
A toy. What is it even
Nice.
supposed to look like?
It's okay. It's this
You know,
new
you
trend
probably
that
want a
they've
toy
got
saber.
going. A toy. Nobody wants a toy saber. You want this like it's supposed to make a sound, but it doesn't work
Pull
right.
this-
And I was
I
going to
pulled
get
the-
it.
pulled the
It
size
was
saber
going
out.
to get it.
Can I stop
Did
shaking
any
him?
more fall off?
It was trying to. No, nothing else.
No, it's
comes
really a
out.
lot more effective if I just like take their clothes off and look.
There's really no need to disrobe me. I've told you, if you want to hire the services, I know I'm attractive,
At this
but
point,
I
I'm
am
going to look at it and
taken.
go, look, I'm not an idiot, okay?
But ma'am, I don't understand what it is
seriously.
you want from this situation.
Seriously.
I'm just trying to explain why it is
Shut
that,
up or
given
I'm
the
going to
current
punch you.
circumstances, why would you punch me? I have done nothing to provoke you.
Punk! In the
Ugh.
nose. I have
Um,
a high strength roll.
you hear a clank when you hit him there.
Eh?
Oh, damn it! And he fully reacts. Oh, God, that hurt.
Did you hear
Ow.
that snark?
Yeah.
Roll awareness.
I'm going to punch him again.
Roll awareness to hear something an inch from your face.
I have a 40.
Okay. You hear everything. You hear Greeley walking down the corridors going, oh, God, now what a freaking stupid freaking.
She's
All right.
grumping about the kids.
Yes.
So she hit his nose and it clinked, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
and
I'm
I
gonna look
hit
up
it
his
again and it
notes.
clanked.
You're going to look up his... You're going to look up
He's
his
gonna
nose.
turn around to do this.
Yeah.
It looks like anybody's internal nostrils would look like.
You got something wrong with their nose, buddy.
Is that your professional opinion, you thug? And there's no need to restrain yourself to violence.
Take his clothes off, Snark.
What's your appearance right now, Z?
Elf woman.
Okay. There's no need to restrain yourself to violence, woman. I always knew that Alluvia was full of murderers and thieves, but I never knew you would sink this low just to try
I
and
pull
go
a
after
notebook out
someone.
of. I pull a notebook out of my note and make a note to have.
Bob!
No, my Millie.
Of Great Gear.
Yeah, thank you. Have Millie create duct tape.
Hit duct tape.
Yeah,
Okay.
mental note.
So I always knew Alluvia was willing to sink just terrible lengths. But I don't know what it is you think you're going to accomplish here. What do you want?
You're very good
What do you want?
to know why you were following me.
No,
And cohorts.
You're not listening. What do you want?
Well, for you to stop lying for one, two, possibly to hire you, and three, to know why the hell your nose clanked.
Oh, hang on. We gotta do another lie off.
Okay.
Ooh, yes! I may beat you with this one. I rolled a 19,
Hold on.
which is a 43 for me.
Demoralize him.
You beat me on this one.
Yes! I win! I have legitimately lied to you without using Ricard's trick. Okay, so...
Once ever, and
Once
only because
ever.
you destroyed my equipment.
Hey, Garland destroyed your equipment. No, okay, so my nose clanks because when I was younger, I got a surgery to fix my my deviated septum or spetum. I forget how it's pronounced. There's no bone back here. This is a metal plate. It's normal. I'm sure you've heard of the surgery, and you have, by the way.
Oh, does he actually have a metal plate in there?
Well, kind of.
I mean, I'm assuming that I'd be able to sense if he has like metal in there, right?
Uh,
I don't know if that's how. I don't know if geomancy works with that kind of stuff. I'm just asking.
I'm gonna let you roll knowledge elements, I guess,
Okay.
to determine if there's metal in there.
I just. I have a 35.
Yeah, you're
No,
pretty
Cortana,
sure.
go away. Go away.
You're pretty sure there is in fact
I've
metal
searched
in
for a 35 no Cortana. Apparently.
there. There is in fact metal in there. Yes,
No.
you can tell.
Okay.
I didn't know they did that with metal. I thought they like regrew it with like white mages. Can't they? Snark.
Do you know
Oh,
how
a bit
hard
about
it is
white
to
magic.
find a good white mage in
I'm a white
Iraq,
mage.
ma'am?
I bet I could regrow that.
By the way, he is once. There's no deception here. You know how bad medical treatment in general is in this whole region.
Yeah, I know.
So,
But I've never heard of anybody putting metal plate in their nose.
well, it was that or having my cartilage just flap around idly.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Well, that's just weird.
About this time, Greeley shows up. Ma'am?
Really?
Look what we found.
This guy's lying to me and succeeding.
Why would you even know that?
Well, so what I'm gonna say to Greeley is, this guy's really good. He lied to me, and I almost believed it.
Greeley says, really?
Yeah.
And she looks at him, and there's this... Okay, so I want you both to do awareness checks.
Okay.
Very high diff.
Okay.
Okay. I rolled a 17.
So, just because that'll make sure to roll very high. Oh, I did.
Makes that.
I got a 38, unless it's a favorite enemy.
Greeley's a goblin.
Okay. Then it doesn't help. So 38.
Z.
Mine is a 33.
Neither of you see this. So, she turns to the orc. She looks at him for a moment. She turns to you and is like, okay. And the orc's like, are you with these people? Yes. She gets a little overzealous in her recruiting methods. Recruiting methods?
He has metal in his face.
Why do they
I
want
punched
to
him
recruit?
in the nose. He has metal in his nose.
Metal?
Is that
Oh, he's
weird?
got that surgery, doesn't he? I've heard about that.
Well,
It's like, yes, they don't believe me about anything I'm saying. Look, why would they
He
capture
thinks-
and drag me in here? They even petrified me, which means
Really,
one of
he
you
was
is a black
following
mage.
me.
I don't understand why the two... And Greeley, meanwhile, is like, so you caught a spy who followed you. Why would you even bother?
Well, because he was good. I barely noticed him.
And meanwhile,
And
he's
I was
still...
either going to kill him after I interrogated him or recruit him.
He is still, meanwhile, spouting off about, oh, I don't understand. I just want to do this.
So
And
do
really-
we just read his mind so we can like dump him out the airlock or something?
No.
Okay.
I have better ways to kill.
There's really no reason to kill me. I haven't done anything to provoke you.
You were following me. I'm not an
I was
idiot.
going down a street in the middle of the city.
Following me.
You happen to be going the same... I don't even know who you are. Who are you?
You just asked me what I wanted, and I told you I wanted you to stop lying.
But you didn't answer my question.
Yes, I did.
And
I want information.
His tone changes a little bit when he says that. You didn't answer my question.
What do I want?
What do you want? I'm sorry. Actually, as much as I love this dramatic scene, it's probably more like this. What do
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
you...
Stop shaking him.
Okay, okay.
No, I don't want him to pass out.
Oh, the blood is going to it. Yeah,
No, after the gun fell out, I would have been like, look, a wet.
that's not a weapon. It's a toy.
Oh, at this point, I'm gonna realize I still haven't. Greeley, what's this?
She's gonna look at it. You can roll another awareness, both of you. The
Oh,
DC's 40, by the way. I'll just tell you that.
I can do that.
That is possible.
I said it's pretty high. Sis, you have a social AP if you want to blow it on this.
It won't do me any good.
Okay, Snard.
I didn't get it close.
Okay, so she looks at it, tilts her head for a moment, says, "What the heck is that?"
I don't know. It has a trigger. Watch.
Oh, so it's like a toy.
It's a lighter.
It's a lighter. Oh, was it like? And he's like, no, it's a toy lighter. God, I just told you this.
You're
It's a
gonna get your
toy
kids
lighter.
something to set your house on fire?
It's not what you said earlier. You just said it was a toy. You didn't say what it was.
Oh, forgive me for accidentally leaving out one bit of info while I was being shaken upside down by a thug and a black mage.
I'll have Guido look at it later. Stick it in my pocket. Hold on, I have to make a note that I have a gun in my
That you
bag
have a freaking gun
that I can't use.
that you can't use and don't know what it is.
Okay, let's
Are you
see.
sure you don't want me to just fast interrogate him?
Greeley's like, no, look, you want me to deal with it? I can set up a room for him.
Last time we did that. Well,
Hang on.
last time we did that.
And this is Greeley saying this. Hang on. Where's Guido? Where's the Lord Captain?
I don't know.
He didn't come
how-
through the portal, so I closed it.
You what?
Well, he can too.
You just but he's and they're you left him right
Well,
after
he
you
can
did an
teleport.
extremely and he is not here.
I don't know why he's not here. Maybe he went somewhere else.
Maybe he's in trouble or dead because
It's been like 2 minutes.
he's
Wait, she does have a point. Last time this happened, he didn't come back for 3 days.
Wait. It's been 2 minutes. Have you met me?
what can go wrong in
Last
2
time
minutes?
He teleported. He disappeared for 3 days. I don't know what's up with him, where he goes.
And you're not even the least bit concerned.
He came back fine last time.
Well,
Black with a flaming horse.
we are about a day's journey out of Iraq.
You don't know
but-
about the horse yet.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
was
think
just
it's a good
saying.
idea
Okay.
for us to go to Iraq. Those giant walking metal things that can sometimes talk are kind of mad at us.
One more roll. Last one, I think.
Oh, that's...
Yeah. Awareness. Again, DC 40.
Oh, nope.
Okay, this one, an action point will help me with. An action point is a d6.
Yep, you get to add 1 through 6.
That's enough. I win.
Okay, Greeley visibly reacts to the mention of the Sentinels, as if she recognizes what you're talking about. But it's incredibly subtle because it's a DC of frickin' 40.
So I raise my eyebrow at her.
And she's like, so you left him behind with these giant golems, from what you
They weren't
understand.
golems. They called them gear knights.
What's a gear knight?
I don't know.
And meanwhile, the
You
orc
do?
is like, I don't. You.
Shut up. Really? Remind me to have Millie make this stuff that's like material on one side.
No,
not
listen.
sticky and
I
super sticky on
demand.
the
I
other
have
side so
rights
can
as a
shut
citizen
up.
of the Nefaric Confederacy. I demand to be able to talk to my representative, and be able to talk to the local leadership, and where they.
If you don't shut up, I'm going to kill you. Thank you.
You still haven't answered my question.
I haven't decided what I want yet. I want a lot of things. I'm trying to figure out which one I want most. And I don't believe that your nose has metal in it.
Clang, clang, clang.
He's hitting his head now.
Just lightly. It's not. Doesn't take much.
So he's hitting up here, though.
Hey, who told you could use your arms?
No, he wouldn't be able to hit his forehead. He'd have to hit his nose.
Well, wherever you punched him. I thought
Why you
I
hitting
was
yourself?
assuming it was
Why you
right.
hitting
I punched
yourself?
him
Why
in
you
the
hitting
nose.
yourself?
Oh yeah, so yeah,
Zarg's
it's
holding
like,
him up. I'm in elf form. So
well
I
then
have
yeah,
to
so
reach
this
up.
is still in the same area. I guess you can't see, but it's my thumb which is actually doing the hitting.
Oh. Well, whatever. I'm gonna be like, we have a room for him where he can't get out.
We've
I
got
don't
like
think he's
a dozen rooms like that if you want.
excellent. Show me to one, and then you and I are gonna have a talk.
Okay, but I'm just saying Guido might be in some trouble. We could probably scan him from here if you want. We're in range. It'll light up our position to everyone within a few dozen miles.
I'd rather not do that. They seem to have really high technology. You know, they had a boat that like electrocuted me. It nearly killed me.
An electric, so like an elemental boat of air?
No,
or
it was a
lightning?
giant metal boat, and there was lightning in it,
But-
in the
but
middle of it, and
Mr.
that's how it was moving.
Mr. Avalpa, you're an expert with the elements. Was there like the element of air in there, of lightning and electricity?
No, I've been studying the elements for longer than he has.
Wait a minute. I just realized something.
What?
He has metal in him.
Yes.
So do they.
Who?
He's a gear knight.
Doesn't have any of this. We'll strip him.
Okay.
Greeley, help.
I'd rather not.
Can I have
Oh, you
some
don't have to
scissors
say.
then?
Why? And the man's like, these are nice clothes. They're
I'll buy
not.
you new ones.
You're gonna kill me unless
I
you ever
don't
answer
have
my
to-
question. And so he's like this now. You can't see, but you know he's covering himself. Like this is entirely
Does he have a
improper.
belly button
Yes,
and all the normal other
he
body
looks
parts?
like an orc.
Okay. Down to the smallest detail.
It's not that small, but
All right. Well, let's do some dissect. We'll go to the room first. The room doesn't have anything in it.
may
does
I
it?
please have my clothes back, or
I'll
clothes
get
that
you some
I
fresh
actually-
clothes when I'm done with you. You don't want those anyways. I'm gonna
But-
get blood on them.
I didn't want.
You get to take a shower. That's what happened to the last guy.
What last guy do you keep talking about?
There's a guy that we captured and did the exact same thing too.
Yeah,
His name.
I don't remember his name either. But yeah.
Did we let him go?
I don't know.
Uh,
As far as I know, he could be dead in a ditch somewhere. I don't know.
hang on a second. What did happen to that guy?
He might still be on the ship.
He's
somewhere.
still in the shower.
He's just.
Just this huge prune in there.
This is so great having this show.
But no, actually, I'll say I want a quick interrogation because I think really has a point. Last time this happened, Guido didn't show up for like 3 days. And we don't have him tagged, so who knows where he'll turn up.
Well, can you mark him?
Yeah.
Will it help? Would be question number 2.
Would it help?
It could.
Okay, we'll mark him.
All right,
I just
he's
have to
marked
think
in
about
10
him
minutes.
for a few minutes, and then.
Well, you stay.
Guido.
Well,
Hang on,
no.
hang on. Is there
Think
like
about him while we're walking to the room.
Okay.
is there like a seat or something or chair?
Sure.
All right, push that guy down into it.
Really?
Clunk.
Can you have the medical officer meet us down there?
Hang on.
Okay.
Hold on.
We're gonna need some anesthesia.
Analysis.
What are you analyzing? Analysis?
The dude?
Mm-hmm.
He's analyzing the dude.
Metal face.
Because I'm getting ready to go cut him open. Magus was not expecting that clearly.
No. If you're so insistent on denying his proposal, I guess I'll have to accept that.
Well, no, I'm just trying to figure out what I want.
You haven't
He's
answered still. God.
I did. I told him like 5 things. That wasn't a good enough answer, so now she's thinking.
And you're going to cut me open while you answer my question.
No, you're going to be asleep while I cut you open. I'll answer your question when you wake up. I might answer your question before then. I'll answer it when it comes to me. Is that okay? We're just moving for a little bit. Give me a bit. Stop hounding me. I'm trying to figure things out.
He's still naked.
Still
Yeah.
being
he's
carried
clean.
by his arms. Though we didn't shower him yet.
Can I please go shower? No.
As soon as I finish this.
It's going to take you 9 more minutes.
Wait, what? The
Oh,
analysis?
you're doing the analysis. Sorry, no. I thought you were doing. I thought you were doing the mark.
No.
Analysis. Right. I need to decide what you can get from that. Give me a moment. Okay. I think I know what to put on that list. Oh, whoa. Okay. Where's my list of stuff, things, places? Here we go. Okay. So we'll go with 1, 2, 3, 4.
Who did I catch? Like, seriously, who did I catch?
I'm not
This
telling
guy
you,
is as
Jack.
good as me. I know, but I'm just like thinking.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Find out is he's murdered in the bathroom.
11. 12. Okay, and then
Full
so
shower full of spies that people thought.
I don't remember how I did this in the past. Like I feel like I
it's-
let you choose knowledge, not
Yes.
knowledge, skill, like information. Is that
Right. So it's kind of evolved to from at the start it was anything, but it was random to it's a little more specific, but I can only choose one, and you get to kind of choose what that is. Normally, unless I'm searching for something specific, you either give me a choice between, well, like it says in the description, an ability, stat, or knowledge.
Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll just go with that ability, stat, or knowledge. What are the three? Which are you going for?
I'm going for knowledge in this instance.
Interesting. Give me a moment to think about what chunks of knowledge you can grab from him.
Okay.
All right, roll a d4 for me.
Okay. Let me find a pyramid. Hang on. I'm just going to have a D8.
Okay.
I have a 2.
2 as in 2 on the 4, or 2 as in a 1?
A 2 as in 2 on a D4.
Okay, just making sure. I guess that would be the same thing, wouldn't it? Oh, no, it wouldn't. Yeah,
That would be a 1 on a
that would be a
D4.
1 on the 4.
This is why I wish you had picked humans.
Okay, so that's that one. So you know how to operate the gun. You know what it is. You know a lot about a fairly large amount of high technology things. This knowledge will fade, by the way, although you'll still retain some.
Oh, yeah, I got a
basics.
goal for how long I get that.
Yeah,
16 minutes.
that's a nice chunk of time. I think it's reasonable for Snarg to assume that the sheer level of information this man has with regards to technology, raw, pure technology, not magic technology, would probably indicate that he either is or is working with the Vyotians.
Okay, so since he comes to that conclusion,
Also, he has the ability to kill himself at will without needing anything. He can also do it in a way that detonates if he wants to destroy whatever's around him. He is a... I'm also going to let you know, based on that, he is a consummate professional. He is actually still maintaining the facade as we speak. But he also is a pragmatist and will understand the point at which it's the point of no return.
That's why he keeps asking me to answer his question, damn it.
Yes. And if he gets past that point of no return, he will detonate.
do I know how he detonates?
Yes, he has to think about it.
Okay. So if you cut off his head, he can't think about it.
No.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if it was like a signal to hear or if it was all...
No, it's just, yeah.
I mean, this is a matter of nanoseconds.
Also, this man is, and I'm going to describe this in real life terms because it's easier, a cyborg.
Ah.
He
Well,
is very
just interpret
augmented.
that as he's got metal.
Yeah, he's got lots of metal here, just all over the place in his whole body.
So you think of it as augments, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
I love the song that's playing right now as you're doing this.
Is there a door nearby?
I'm sure.
All right. To the outside.
I finally came up with Z's answer, by the way, which is why I've been stalling this whole point.
To the outside.
Basically, I'll tell you what I'm intending doing.
Okay.
Grab him by the scarf and just throwing him out the window.
You're holding him by his arms.
Yeah. Well,
That is something you can do. I would like her to answer first before you fling him out the window.
Z's like he's going through, so we're walking down the hallway while Snarg's analyzing him, and Z's bantering about how she has to. She's thinking, and would you just hold on a second? If you just stop, then she'd have a chance. I'd have a chance to finish thinking my process and figure out what you want, because you clearly didn't like my first answer. I have answered you already. You just didn't like that one. And then she just kind of stops and like holds a finger up in the air as she's been walking down the hallway, and like Snarg's analyzing, so he still keeps going, and so she like turns around and like smacks him because they walk into each other.
Snarg's analysis is interrupted. No, I'm kidding.
And Z sits there and she goes, honestly, I think what it all boils down to is I want the power to be able to achieve my goals.
So you want power for long-term ends, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's no way I'm going to be able to set up an orphanage and a school and a community and everything without power. Because first of all, I'm going to have to find the space, which means I'm going to have to be able to get it, which means I have to go through the political system, which means the stupid war has to stop.
That would be very easy to set up if you knew someone who had those kind of connections.
Siber's here.
Except he's being held, so he goes,
Well, he's not...
Hi, Sibri. Did you find out how much I'm supposed to use the laundry detergent?
No, tell me your bag.
Damn it.
I figured we'd talk after the game.
Yeah, let's wait. We're kind of hitting
And she's gonna be like, huh? It's just like, as she's just completely cut off mid-thought.
It's not hard to accomplish what you want if you know people who have access to it. All you need is to provide something of value in return, something they can't accomplish without your aid. It's called
Are you trying to
trade.
recruit me?
That's
Did he smile?
That smile was literally his reaction. Just
I'm gonna kind of turn around to Greeley and go, this isn't the first time this happened to me. And last time it really worked out well.
I am certain that under the circumstances you think very ill of us because you've met a Nimrod. But I assure you, we have a great deal more affluence, influence, reach, power, money.
Can I just confirm one thing?
Can I have my clothes?
You know what? Let's go talk in my quarters. I have better clothes there.
I would like to speak clothed, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Snark, let him go. Come on. And I just turn around and start walking down the hallway.
At about this point, Snark gets the knowledge that I have mentioned earlier.
Well,
So
now
I'm
the
like,
situation
Snark,
is a
let
little
him
bit
go.
different. Because... Okay.
Where's the gun right now?
In my pocket. It's in my bag.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
I should describe this thing. It's basically a Desert Eagle. Simple explanation. Big freaking gun.
kind of heavy.
Pretty heavy, yeah. So he follows, and he gets some freaking clothes on. Unless Snarg's
I
interfering.
have male work clothes because that was the. I have all sorts of random clothes. They might not fit him.
It'll work. What's Snarg doing?
You got him, Z?
Yeah. Why? What?
And he just takes off.
Snarg's gone.
I'm finding a notepad. So I have no idea what any of this means, but I need,
I
to
need
write
a
it down.
notepad now. What is
Really,
this,
really?
and this, and this, and what does the word cybernetic mean?
I don't-
Yeah, so
I mean,
as I'm like walking down the hall, I'm assuming Greeley is still following me, kind of eyeing this guy warily. Somewhat.
She's she's walking along.
So you clearly knew what's going on with that ship. So what's going on with that ship?
What ship?
The lightning ship that exploded me, lightninged me to
Is that
death.
the one you saw her react to?
Yeah, it was
How
the
did-
very last thing.
You're right. It was the third. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. You're right. You're right. For some reason, I had in my head that you saw her react to the Sentinel thing.
Oh wait, no, no, it was the Sentinel thing. That's
Oh,
right.
I was right. Okay. That's why I was
You're right.
confused.
So the first one was seeing the dude. The second one was talking about the ship. The third one was mentioning the stupid metal boxes that are
That are-
angry at us.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of be like, so you clearly know what's going on with those stupid Gear Knight things. I've discovered that the black striped ones can't talk, but the red striped ones can. So I'm thinking that maybe the lighter the color stripe that they have, the more advanced they are, more educated.
This is
I haven't
basically
been
a
able to figure out
reaction.
what language they're speaking. Really?
I've only heard rumors.
Well, what rumors have you heard?
Well, they're
You know I
supposedly
like them.
these giant, very humanoid golem creatures, made of metal usually, in the Dyers. And they've been spotted
Dyers?
here and again near Fort Candiff.
And I already know I can't tell if she's lying. You've told me.
So, yeah, there's been rumors and thoughts about these giant creatures. And like I said, golem, but you say no. And that kind of sounds like those stories I've heard. I don't have anything concrete past that, other than the
They're
fact
clearly
that
not a golem. They have free will.
they... Are you sure?
Yeah.
What would it be like if a golem got free will?
Scary.
And what if it was made of diamond? I'm just
It's
spitballing.
worse
That's
to-
ridiculous. There is no way you could ever make a golem out of diamond. I mean, come on. That's insane.
No, Z's response to that is it'd be worse if it was made out of Puriel.
Imperial golem. Yeah, right. Ma'am, I'm sorry. We're here in the realm of facts, not fiction.
Yeah, I only wish that was true.
So
She just
anyways,
kind of mumbles that under her breath as she keeps going. So she turns her attention over to the orc guy, and she's like, "So what was your name?"
Bob.
Because you haven't named
Because I haven't named the guy. Hang on.
Because you thought he was going to explode himself.
Well,
And my ship.
I thought something else was going to happen, actually, but hang on, it doesn't take me long to look up a name. That's why I have this list.
I'm considering joining the Bioceans.
Uh,
This is going to be hilarious.
we'll call him Urok.
This is seriously going to be hilarious, especially given the conversation that you were having with Guido about Zeiss wanting something.
We'll call him Urok of Frostwolf.
Urok. So, it's a pleasure. My name's Zariel.
It is nice to meet you, Miss of Whisper.
Apparently, according to some people's theories, I don't exist, which I find amazing, because this is the one person that I don't get rid of. Anyway,
Did you catch what I said?
no.
He said, "It's good to meet you, Miss of Whisperwind."
My original name. How long have you had your eye on me?
How old are you? Out of character, I'm asking that because I don't remember.
32.
About 28 years, I want to say, something like that.
I was 4. What did I do when I was 4? Oh, that's when I ran away. No, I was older than that when I ran away.
Meanwhile, Snarg is over there, like, trying to,
Now
like,
he's-
scroll diagrams and
So,
schematics.
have you
and-
seen that scene from Beautiful Mind where he's just sitting there on the chalkboard?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So happening for the
Snark's
next
got like a
16
charcoal
minutes.
pin,
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
and he's like writing on the corridor walls because he's run out of room.
He's crying because he'll never be able to understand this after 16 minutes are over.
Yeah, he's like, this, and this goes here, and then this works perfectly. Oh, I could get these myself, and it would be great. I would be so awesome with these. And this, here, I could actually have a metal jaw. So,
So Zariel's like walking around. What was his name again?
Urok of Frostwolf.
Urok. Wow, that's I was 4. What did I do when I was 4? I don't even remember. Why have you had your eye on me that long? Wait. Before you answer that, who are we?
We?
Well, yeah, because obviously it's not just you. You wouldn't be
Well,
able to
we
do
are, of
this
course, the Grand Federation of the Neveric Confederacy. And he says
bullshit.
this in a matter of an obvious lie.
Yeah. So he just looks at him and goes, bullshit.
No, no, clearly.
Seriously, how'd you get the Tuskers to
Especially
agree?
since the Neveric Confederacy is a thing right now, and definitely not just the state of Iraq.
So how did you get the Tuskers to?
We
Because when I
gave them
heard
what
those
they
other guys,
wanted.
what'd they want?
I'm not asking that. You couldn't even tell me what you wanted a minute ago.
That's true. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what you want. But I mean,
It
I did want all
is.
of those other things too. But
I was willing to be patient. I understand it's difficult to guess what you want, or to decide what you want.
I know what Snarg wants.
I know what he wants too. He wants
Everybody
a home
knows
for
what
his
Snarg
people.
wants. Yeah.
We're willing to do that. That's
I was
very
able to figure
simple.
out what Guido wants recently.
We are fairly certain that Guido wants to kill everyone.
What? I mean, there was that one time when he beat that guy's ribcage out with a wrench, but
No, that was just reactionary. That didn't.
I
do
know, that's what
anything.
I'm saying. What do you mean he wants to kill everyone? He doesn't want to kill everyone. He's a paladin of life, although
He hasn't been
He's
a
kinda
paladin for
weird
some
recently.
time. Last I checked. No, I'm kidding.
No,
He
you
doesn't
said
actually.
he's a paladin
He
of
doesn't
chaos.
actually know any of that. He doesn't know any of that. So, actually, his response to what Guido of Granite actually wants is, "We're not sure."
did you know what I wanted?
No,
Well, then how do you know what Snarg wants? And why do you seem very confused that you don't know what Guido wants?
because it's usually fairly easy to tell what someone wants. You can get a feel for someone when you've been around them a little bit, when you've seen what they do and
What's
how they
Greeley
act.
want?
Greeley wants for me to not answer that question. And Greeley just says, "Yep."
Are you hiding things from me, Greeley?
Ma'am, I'm insulted.
Do you have
of
a man?
course I'm hiding things from you. What?
No, Z's response. Do you have a man?
A what?
A lover? Is it a
No.
woman?
No.
It's a woman. It's a woman, isn't it?
Her skin turns blue. May I go, ma'am?
I'm sure. She's probably running down to the thing to tell everyone, oh my god, we're gonna be blown up!
So, I forgot his name. What's his name?
I don't remember.
Frog.
Uruk? Uruk, yes, there it is. Uruk turned around and said, "Hang on just a second." He puts his finger on his ear like this for a moment.
Can I like knowledge spellcraft his ear
Sure.
while we're waiting?
You
Not that
fail.
that's gonna help. Yeah.
But you can definitely do it.
But I can be able to tell if it's magic or not.
That's correct.
Is it magic?
Nope.
Okay.
So he pulls his hand away for a moment and says, so your friend has caused a lot of trouble.
Friend?
Your Lugian friend, Mr. of Granitholm.
How do you know what's going on with Guido? Where did he go?
Wait, one moment. Hang on. I'm sorry. What? What did you say? The whole alleyway. What did he do to the front doors?
What?
Hang on. So, apparently, your friend decided to run from several of the individuals, your sentinels, and that prompted them to race after him as a normal pre-coded response. And
Recoded? So those things
then
don't have free will?
it's complicated. Then he attacked two of them, and they had to repair the damage. The damage was repaired, so no big deal there. And he apparently has claimed right of sanctuary under the governor of Iraq, which is hilarious. I am astonished they even acknowledged that.
What?
And he's being scanned right now.
Okay.
Apparently he refuses to get out of his armor, which is making it take some time.
That sounds like Guido.
And I don't understand that. He apparently doesn't know what he did, and none of them do either.
Okay.
Because I already rolled and none of them know what an oracle is. So they're guessing he pulled some kind of geomancer abilities.
Well,
I'm
what
not
did
really
he do?
one for us. Well, apparently the report is that he like flung elemental energy, but it was very powerful. At two of the sentinels, one and then another separately. It was very powerful, and yet
And different elements.
and different elements. It was of air first, and then it was of water later, which is unusual. So I guess that, but a geomancer in a town shouldn't be doing those kind of attacks. I know that, and by I mean they.
What do I
because
have
he
to
doesn't know
roll
that.
to be able to know if I know what an oracle is?
I've already decided you don't.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cause screw you. No, okay, fine. I'll be fair. Roll knowledge arcana. Roll well.
All right. I rolled a 10, but my knowledge arcana is fairly high. So hold on. That makes that a 26.
Nope.
Don't have a clue.
Real quick. So Snarg, I would like you to decide what you're scrolling down now, technology-wise.
Okay. Just pick something at random.
Yeah, just
You can do the gun.
Okay. Right now, he's sitting there sketching the gun.
Okay.
Maybe rather poorly, since I'm assuming that artistic abilities didn't come with this.
probably not. No.
Although he has been practicing.
That's true. He has been. So he's trying to sketch out the gun. You're like halfway through it when it runs out.
Oh,
And you've got like half of the gun and half the sketch just sitting there. And the knowledge just bleeds out of your brain.
shoot.
That is the worst pun I've heard in months, sir. Oh my god.
That's like the last word he remembers as it's going
It
away.
is
And that's
shoot.
why.
And the mechanism that is vital to allow it to shoot is... Oh. Well, at least I got some of it, I guess.
Right about this time, Guido, you are being scanned, like actively right now, in your armor.
Okay.
And they're going over you, and they're like, "Sir, are you okay?"
So I will be standing there with my helm in my hand.
Okay, that'll help actually. So it's like your elemental energy is way off kilter. Maybe that's what caused this sudden elemental outburst. You claimed you were of life. We can't actually detect any life energy within you. Maybe this is some kind of mutation, something like that.
I have no idea how to respond to that in character.
Well, I know.
So-
Guido doesn't know Jack. And that's kind of the point. So he's like, hang on. So yeah. Apparently there's no. So we cut over to Urok. I'm thinking, what's that? He has no elemental
wait.
energy in him. Or
Well, he's a
So-
desolate.
don't say that.
Okay, fine.
Knowledge engineering to determine the equipment that they're using to scan me. To maybe
Okay, I'll let you go ahead.
Professor
That's a
Helmsman, if it
35.
helps.
Okay, this is clearly a woven device that is casting scan on you.
oh, okay.
Sorry. This is more mundane, normal, magical stuff.
So is there any way with my engineering knowledge that I could think to manipulate or improve the scan? I'm just trying to think of a way to justify why the scan would be off. Well, it's obviously not picking up the correct information because knowledge engineering blah.
So use knowledge engineering to basically bullshit his way out of it.
I was gonna say, if you want a techno babble, I'll allow that, but there's nothing legitimate I got for you.
At this point, it would be technobabble, yeah.
So, the quantum filament tripolymer plasma is reinducted into the reintegration scanometric field.
And obviously, the polarity is reversed.
Obviously, did you not bounce it off of the deflector array?
Not enough magnification.
Yes. So you're spouting the technobabble, and he's like, "Hang on." So Orok on the ship is like, "Hang on. What's a deflector array?"
I can just picture this guy going, no, no.
And he's like, "Okay, whatever. There's
No.
something up with your friend. We've got him technically in custody right now, even though he's actually in the custody of the governor by writ law of everyone everywhere." So yes, it's acknowledged writ law by everyone that he now belongs for the moment to the governor. I'm not sure where that's going to go. Looks like we're about 18 hours out from Yarak right now, based on some preliminary stuff.
Yeah, we've moved quite a bit.
If you want to, and he pauses for a moment. He's like, "Do you want to proceed, Madam?" I don't know what to add here, Madam.
Well, do I have to go rescue
Ask for
Guido?
ship.
Well, I don't know. Would you like me to relay a message to him?
Oh, you should totally tell me to teleport to the ship.
You?
That would just be awesome.
Oh God, you could do that too. This is a good enough time for
No,
that.
Z's gonna be like, just ask him why he didn't come with us.
All right.
Tell him we're on the ship and why didn't he come with us?
He needs to roll a will save at that sentence you just said. He makes it. Okay. She's like, yes. Then he pauses as he realizes what you just said. He looks at you for a second, makes his will save, looks back and says, "The Lady of Whisperwind requests information," and this is going to be really straight to you, Guido, so this is information going straight to you. "The Lady of Whisperwind requests your evil, requests, information on why you did not evacuate with the others."
Guido realizes that he can teleport.
Oh God. Don't do it. Don't do it. No.
It looks different too, doesn't it?
Yes, it does at the moment because of yeah.
So, is one of the Sentinels relaying this to me, or how is
No,
this information
it's one of
getting
the
to
it's one of the officials who's there working. It's a banderling, random person, doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay.
The governor is present because of the political connection you just made.
So I will respond, considering what happened last time and the inefficiency in time that occurred, I felt it was more appropriate to stay within the vicinity.
Oh God. Do you know what I just realized?
Hmm.
That whole fucking town is them.
And
Zeiss, we're joining you in your fight against the Vyotians! If I don't accidentally become one.
Join them.
I don't think they could make me one.
I'll answer that question off camera.
I'm sure.
so yeah,
they'd have
I
fun
didn't think that
experimenting
it
on
was.
It was prudent. Okay, so he'll relay that. You two can basically talk direct. He's just relaying at this point
It wasn't prudent.
because of the 3-day delay thing.
Well, that didn't happen the first time you did it. You just ended up slightly in the wrong place.
I mean, if you want, I'll go ahead and return to the
Are you
ship.
okay?
No, yeah, that's a great idea. I love this idea. We could start the next session, because we'd have to cut it off here. We could start the next session with Guido in Hell. It's a new series, Guido in Hell, next on Thursdays, 11 p.m., 10 p.m. Central.
Okay, well,
I'm okay with.
as long as you're safe.
I would be okay with that.
How many times have you done it so far? I believe it's twice, right?
he had teleported once while he was a desolate, and he ended up slightly away from where he should have been by like a mile. And then once since the change.
I guess you're right. So I'm right. It has been the 2 times.
Yeah, it's only been the twice.
Once, okay, so yeah, we're nowhere near you mastering that.
Nope.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. So
Oh,
in
no.
character, admittedly, in character, Guido might have some hesitance about doing this, but not the hesitance that you have, or don't have, as the case may be. I love how
So, I mean,
Pokemon music is playing as you decide if you're going to do this or not. It's very appropriate.
I will outright ask in a roundabout way, so I don't,
I will outright talk my way around a situation.
should I return to the ship now or not?
Okay, so
If
he
you're-
says, would you? So Uruk is going to relay. Would you like him to come back as quickly as possible? We will allow him, but that's up to the governor as far as the more political side of that.
That my response is going to be, as long as you're safe, we'll be there in like 18 hours.
Well, I'm under the governor's
As-
protection, so
No, Z's, there's like a pause, and Z's like, as inconvenient as that is.
Okay. So he's like, all right, well. So Guido, you're set up with a guest room, pretty much in the same area you were earlier, actually. And the governor will, of course, be by to speak with you at some point. I'd prefer to leave that to next session if you're okay with that. Snarg, you're looking at all
Yes.
these diagrams, and you're just like,
Look over there at one that's like circled in red chalk that says he has a bomb. It's like,
there's one. Oh, yeah, yeah. So what do you do as soon as you realize that information?
like, take a quick skim over it so I could basically relearn the cliff notes of what I had.
The cliff notes in the corner. It's just like he can kill himself very
And
quickly.
us.
Cannot stop if bad.
So he starts running down the hallway to make sure that part of the ship is still there.
Okay. While he's thundering that way, we're gonna have one little last tidbit between Z and Uruk here. So Uruk sits down on the crystal, and is the crystal gonna adjust to his comfort? Because that's your
No.
will that makes it happen.
No.
He's gonna stand up and
He's going to sit down and then immediately stand back
yeah,
up.
pretty much like immediately.
As he
No.
sees me just kind of sink into a crystal.
Yeah, he was expecting it to adapt, but obviously it didn't. So he's going to.
That one's not a chair.
So
That's
he
what
just.
Z's
he's-
response
that
is to
one's
me
not a
as she
chair.
sinks into it. That one's
So
not a
he's
chair.
so he stands up, and he looks.
Or
and
no,
says,
she's not going to do that. She's going to say, "Why are you sitting on the table?"
Hey, oh, my apologies. I'm not used to crystalline architecture. So, I want to make sure that our offer is clear here. What you want can be offered to you. All you have to do is agree to work with us for a time.
You still haven't told me who you are and what I would be doing.
You would be one of our agents. You would be a dragon, as we like to call it. I'm going to, by the way, I've just decided, like, because of Snar's earlier comment, we're going to add this to the lingo of Primus. Because dragons don't actually exist in Primus, right? So a dragon is exactly the Darth Vader thing I was talking about earlier. You know, someone who is very personally
Commander.
powerful. No, someone who is very personally powerful, who works with someone who is very politically powerful, and the two benefit each other.
That doesn't seem hard. I've done that stuff for a lot of people before.
I know you have. For the Order, for the Undermarket, for the
Don't get me
Undermarket,
started on the
for the
Order.
Undermarket.
Hey, as far as I know, it only transferred hands
And
twice.
I believe there was a brief stint with a group called The Exchange? I'm not sure what that was.
Z visibly rolls her eyes.
Yeah. Anyways,
What were you
regardless.
saying about? What was that lady saying about Zeiss not being dead? Of course he wasn't dead. Snar didn't tell me I could kill him, so I just.
Why would you want to kill someone you worked with before?
He's an idiot.
Well, the good news is he didn't do the horrific action he could have this turn, so I can disagree with you on that. I'm not sure I would qualify him as an idiot. Although we all know, of course, that Coulson is really the leader of the exchange.
Coulson didn't want to lead the.
Regardless, ma'am.
That
This-
was not entirely an idiot.
Regardless, ma'am, this is what we offer you. You become one of our dragons. We do not have many. We give you what you want after you have finished your term of service with us. That's it. It's very simple. Term of service is a little bit variable. However, we can prove that we honor our contracts because we always have, 100% of the time, including to me, I might add. I was offered this deal many years ago. My term of service actually ended 5 years ago. I have decided to agree to continuing to serve them because I'm good at this. And I agree with them.
Does it have anything to do with your nose clanking?
My nose clanking, ma'am.
How did you do that without magic? There's clearly no woven device in your ear.
Do you know, ma'am, about technobabble? Technobabble, 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 technobabble.
Z's face just kind of
Deflector
goes.
array.
Deflector array. I don't know what that is still. That's just nonsense. But
Z's face just kind of awash with. And she's hearing.
I can't wait to meet this guy.
yeah, it's like the Charlie Brown thing. Right about now, Snarg comes barreling through the door.
It was. Oh, good.
The door doesn't open unless I tell it to, so he like runs into the door.
So-
Clunk. It's Snarg.
oh, good. He's still here.
Huh?
Hello,
Yeah,
Mr.
where would he
Wildpaw.
go? It's
Nowhere.
not like he can teleport.
Nope. Unless I know he can. Right.
If he could teleport, he'd have no reason to self-destruct or blow himself up.
Yeah, it is
I've
true.
got my eye on you.
He looks at Mr. Wildpaw and says, "Sir, I really hope for your sake that you never piss me off again."
I don't know. We might have something fun to do then.
And he says it really coarsely, like just he is really pissed off at you. And then he deliberately turns away and just decides to ignore him and goes back to Z. So as we were having a civilized discussion,
Hey, are we gonna go and pick up?
He's being scanned. He says the scanner's defibrillator is backwards and it needs to
there's
be
some kind of
bounced off the
deflector
polarity
beam with
reflector.
the also interferometric beams.
Z's saying it wrong. Z's saying it wrong.
Okay. So
She's like, yeah, he says like it needs to be bounced off the polarity beam and there's something wrong with the defibrillator and I
Wait,
don't
what?
know.
Hang on. Back up. When you were talking to Guido?
Right before you came in the door. I only wasn't talking to him. I was talking to I forgot his name.
Urok.
Urok.
Urok. I was talking to Urok. Urok was talking
By the way,
to
I just
somebody.
said his name.
He
so I was
has-
annoyed before.
Oh my God!
Urok has a
What's his point?
you remember those coins that we had with the order?
Mhm.
He has one of those. With the governor.
Sure.
He does. He has a communication coin in his ear.
I can't lie well enough to know that.
Yes, I agree.
No, it's not a Ocean communication device Mark III.
Oh,
All right.
and Z knows it's not an order coin, but she doesn't have anything else to equate it to, and she knows that Snarg is dumb when it comes to
When it comes to tech,
yeah.
All
So
right.
she's just like equating it that way.
yeah.
So we gonna go get him?
We'll be there in about 18 hours. Yes, I know it's kind of inconvenient.
Okay. What about the place that's where the thing's happening and the things are coming at it?
You're a terrible liar, sir.
No one
And
asked you.
Z's just like the place where the things are happening and the things are coming at it.
Oh, that
Because
reminds
Z
me.
wasn't there for that
Oh,
conversation.
actually, he doesn't say that. He doesn't say that because Snark pissed him off. Never mind. He could have called off the attack on Fox Ridge.
My ship's not there. I don't care. It's full of that place is full of Lugians. So
No.
Do you mind if we make a pit stop?
and Z's like, oh wait, I should have what's the name of that directorate ship?
Oh, shoot.
I don't remember.
The
Anyway,
Red Falcon or something like that.
yeah, whatever it is. That doesn't sound right. But Z's gonna get on the intercom. Erg, can we send a message to the blah 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 and tell them to go ahead and head off on their next mission? They have permission to leave.
Sir, certainly, ma'am. I'll relay the message.
Thank you. And she's gonna turn back around.
Ship that we captured.
Yeah, the airship that we captured.
Yeah, the one the
captured,
directorate
was-
seized from you.
Yeah, but didn't
It's
really.
The lady's treasure.
Oh,
Like
okay.
treasure.
That's it.
That's its new name.
That's right. The Falcon
'Cause
must
I
have been its
renamed
old
it.
name, yeah. Anyways. So the lady's treasure will be heading out to not be able to defend the Fox Ridge.
By the way, can I see that thing that you snagged from him?
You mean the toy lighter? Sure.
Yeah, thanks. I'll see you later.
Okay, bye. Why does he want the toy lighter?
Because he thinks he can understand it.
Huh?
Because he thinks he can understand it. He is a terrible liar.
Do I know that he can use analyze?
I've used it quite a few times in
As I
front of you
say.
before.
Yeah, I know, but have you ever told us?
That's a good point. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like we used this for interrogation before, and you were all there.
That's true. That's true. That is a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure he's been open about it based on that.
So I'm like, oh wait, did he analyze you?
Did he what?
Like look in your head.
You can't do that. That's not a thing.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's just like taking mental notes. Like, interesting. Okay then.
There's gonna be a note out to every Viosian ever to be careful if a knoll gets its hands on you because apparently
Because they
it
can look
in
into your heads. Oh my god.
No superpowers. Every Null has
Research
it.
this extensively. Dissect all gnolls.
Oh god.
So we're going to go ahead and cut it off here, not only because I've got dinner waiting, but because we've been recording for 3 hours, which is a good session. I've had a lot of fun this session, so I hope you guys have too. I do want to add one last thing on camera. Mr. Urok is going to spend the next 18 hours of your time. You know how much time you allot to him, Z? Basically just literally rolling diplomacy every turn.
Trying to get me to agree without actually telling me anything.
He might tell you something. We can determine that off camera, but he is definitely going to be giving you the soft sell.
Well, he's gonna have a hard time with that.
Well, he's going to try, because that's what he's after.
During the 18 hours, like actually pretty soon, I may be sequestering Z's help for a pit stop at Fox Ridge.
No, we're flying the exact
I was gonna
opposite
say, that would
direction.
literally
We
be a
started
turn.
off.
No,
by
No,
flying-
he means
not
teleport.
Not with the airship.
He means teleport.
Oh.
That would be funny if that happens, but let's go ahead and decide that next session.